Fringe Online too.
As an online. So it's as an online then. This thing's still very good.
I'm just picturing a furret bouncing to the beat.
Oh, did we pick a few laps map to finish Advanced Wars 1 with on his birthday?
The Snifit Overlord has wished you a happy birthday.
No, I'm gonna mess his day up. I'm 33 years old now.
His present is a meteor.
I'll mess him up. So previously on Advanced Wars, when the first game again, we went through, zooming through Green Earth after drinking me the rubbing, but we set him and Eagle straight, and then we met Clone Andy, who's now the best. You got one heck of a cool glow up in this version now. He's now super cool and full of Hawkeye energy. Blessed boy.
Regular Andy found him after the battle and wants to keep him as a pet.
Now we move onward to Black Hole proper, and now a Great One stands in our way. Face off against the mysterious leader of the Black Hole Army.
No, boys! Don't touch that stuff!
Sturm about to drop a meteor made out of cake.
Yeah, he is, Lucky. Thanks for that.
Also, hello, Billy. Sorry we didn't say anything. We're just trying to get through the opening.
We match strength with strength in this instance. Mission 23. Enigma.
Mr. Enigma.
Mr. Enigma.
Oh, I know him. He's Big Ben from Skullgirls.
Mr. E.
Oh, it's actually kind of funny. 3 months
What
younger
is that
than
thing?
Fire Emblem.
Or who is it? Is it a who or a what? Spooky.
Ooh, not even an introduction. On this turn, at least. It's a very sinister start.
Who that? It's the big Overlord Snifit himself, Sturm. The apparent commander-in-chief of the Black Hole Army. Sturm is ruled with a shadow, revealing nothing.
What you say?
Hi, Cal.
What?
It's the leader of the Black Hole Army himself, Cal.
What's going on?
I can't believe.
It's
The
time.
last session of Advanced Wars 1.
Oh, thank you, Cal. Can't believe Cal just outed himself as the leader of the Black Hole Army. What a guy.
That's why he's not there in Dual
You're gonna
Strike.
drop meteors on us, Cal.
Hit invasions, miss peace.
Yeah, fun fact is his bio still looks like that when you're playing in Style 1 in like normal mode, I guess. It's kind of weird.
Have you been working out? You look very wide.
He's a large Snifit.
He's a
Damn,
wide boy.
we thought Max got a glow up. Holy shit.
So,
Yes,
AW1 Snifit is.
Yeah,
Sturm.
they've standardized it to the Darth Hitler design. Yeah.
Sturm is so all of his units have 20% increased attack in campaign, but in exchange for 20% less defense. But all units, regardless, have no terrain penalty, so they just move through any terrain regardless. As this is campaign, his stats are swapped in versus mode. When you play him normally, his gets increased 20% increased defense as opposed and loses attack. His secret power is Meteor Strike. I actually don't know if he's able to do it in this map or not, because he's not able to do it normally. But you can see that he got his raw attack right there. Very spooky.
Yeah, it also still uses that bio when you select him in like the CO dossier, but it's just like when you play as him, enjoy your like reverse nerfed Sturm.
Okay, it's still the same. So, Sturm's got a pretty big force, and he's got a pretty big amount of production as well. He's just gonna keep cranking out his dudes one over the next. Matches decrease defense. Max is pretty much the best counter for him in this mission, since you can just meet his offense head on and do well. You're gonna have to do well to try to avoid his air supremacy coming in. His infantry are just gonna cross the mountain with nothing, and his vehicles are also just gonna get through this heavily forested area, like nothing. So the best thing you want to do is to control this top section here, and as well as this airport. If Sturm catches this airport, you are in a lot of trouble. So basically consolidate your forces here best you can, and then once you have a footing here, you push back hard. And you push back hard with Max. So that is what we do today. Keep an eye out for the sub, and try to make sure that it doesn't try to do anything too dangerous. I need to make sure to watch it through carefully. Where it stops, so I wanted to make sure that my sub stays safe.
Will he ever park his flying units on his cruisers?
No.
Generally not, no. Also, nice little sub from Star Sun. Cheers. Nice. I'm now sub to Ray. This is very good and based.
Very cool.
I enjoy. But yeah, thanks for that. But yeah, no, he can't use his power this mission. Unlucky. But his his theme, however, still is pretty great. I mean, not that they could ruin that, to be honest.
So you called him Snifit instead of Sturm earlier. I think we should just always refer to him that way, like how they refer to M. Bison as Dictator and Balrog as Boxer in Street Fighter.
Lol. Yeah.
So what? Snifit for Sturm, and then Snake for Adder.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, but yeah, it's been a fun week playing Zelda.
And Hawk gets Backstabber. Anyway.
True.
It's been a fun week.
Yeah, I've been playing a decent amount of Zelda. It's fun. I mean, what do you expect? It's like Breath of the Wild, but better. Is this kind of how it is, right? Yeah. Which, I mean, to be fair, if the shoe fits, you know.
I heard they're gonna go with that style from now on.
Yeah, which is, you know, there's mixed feelings about that. Cause that's good and all, but you know, there could be some demand for the older stuff, or 2D Zeldas maybe.
Well, it's not. Oh.
What were you gonna say?
Okay, that's all I wanted to hear.
He's coming. He's coming, boys.
Well, they said that about Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, but then they started doing spin-offs anyway for 2D stuff. So maybe the same will happen with here.
Yeah,
I mean, that was also in the era where they had two systems in a handheld and a console, and they don't anymore.
That's true.
It'd be great to still see DX-style remakes though, with some of the older games.
Boy, they really went. They went all out with this remix, didn't they?
Oh, it's good. It's good, dude.
Oh, just you wait. It gets better.
Oh, he has a powered-up version of the same. That's right.
I can't wait to hear the AW2 themes
here.
Oh no, not just that, but I got 2 words for you. Final Front.
Oh, let's go!
Oh, baby.
You'll see what that means when you get there.
Oh, I believe this first sub dove here, so he can't see me. So as long as I don't interact there, because I need to take out this battleship. If you want to, once you take care of the battleship and the fighters, get to the airport, you should be okay to cap it yourself. It's just make sure that he doesn't.
Those are battleships, not cruisers.
Yeah, that island's always weird. His AI acts very strangely about it. Sometimes they'll just park 2 useless units there and nothing will happen. It's kind of weird.
So, last night we started 01, my personal favorite Common Rider.
01.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I know it was your first, Ray.
It was?
Yeah, we're probably gonna do 4 episodes for a while, but Ray, you're more than welcome to join if you're ever feeling it. Thursday
stream stuff is typically not much of a no-go for me. Not for anything reason. It's just I need the personal time.
That makes sense.
But I do at least recommend you come to the very
An
last
anonymous
session we
user
do where
gifted a
you
tier
get to
1
see the
sub
new
to
stuff,
Nervous Hammer.
if you can.
It's Fuwa related.
Yeah, I'll you poke me. I'll see what I can do about that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you know when we get close to that. Yeah, we got 3 new people in Mel, Ball, and Koiro to watch this for the first time.
So, what's your strategy? You just gonna gun for the airport immediately?
I just need to keep it under control to make sure that he doesn't get it. I need to get rid of this battleship, and once the air forces go, and this fighter too, then it should be safe.
Yeah, again, he's kind of funky in that he doesn't always take it. Sometimes he just kind of hangs out there.
You can get this seaport and then build a cruiser. You and get to handle this guy and the sub as well. Then you should be golden.
Yeah, you just need to get to like the midsection and plug it so he doesn't like just rush you effectively.
Oh, they announced Mortal Kombat 1.
Yeah.
Time to reboot Mortal Kombat again. Yeah.
Spoilers, if you have any aversion to seeing lots of blood, do not watch the trailer.
Raise his hand.
It
Yeah.
is, it's something.
I am not super squeamish or anti-gore or anything, and even I was kind of like, eee.
Honestly, I think X-rays were fine. They were like the limit.
Like least gory like Mortal Kombat. Yeah, like average. Yeah, like it's just kind of what they do, I guess.
It's
Also,
like every game has gotten crazier with it.
Yeah, this game in particular is assist-based.
Yeah, which is pretty neat.
It is neat, but it also kind of...
It's gonna have the same bonuses and flaws like MVC1 did, where you're gonna be like, but I really wanted to use so-and-so character as an actual character, not as just an assist.
Did what I wanted him to do. Ran his sub ran into mine. Take it out, and we should be okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. I like that pose. He's thinking.
Yeah, also now he's got like Ayla Mouse. See, like in the original he still had like the clone like Orange Star soldiers.
Oh yeah.
But now you actually get to see the black hole units, which is kind of neat.
Very cool.
Also, you can annihilate that bomber.
I was
Like,
saying,
you
look at the infantry. These guys are rocking the Shy Guy look real hard right now. I'm all for this.
Oh, they had embody what he lost.
I'm all for
can't,
this,
like,
baby.
see them. It's kind of interesting that yeah, their faces are obscured now, whereas you could see their faces in 2. It's kind of interesting. They're just kind of like little guys.
Last night I was in another friend group. We did a bunch of rankings for all the Smash openings or Smash reveals.
Oh, neat. J-Fink, yes, they just announced a new Mortal Kombat game yesterday. It's set to come out in September.
It might
Alright,
have
go
DLC issues.
This is the list for anyone who wants to see it.
Huh.
Yeah, the person did was very much a Kingdom Hearts stand, so he had to put Sword up.
I was gonna say,
I'll appreciate everyone is here and
Matters
Plant Gang in the top row.
as much as I don't like Steve, he should be top because he literally broke Twitter, like I said.
Yeah, that's the point. Also, yeah, pretty much all the Ultimate trailers were bangers.
I like how Dark Fit is at the bottom.
Yeah, he didn't really get much of an introduction at all.
No, they just kind of snuck him in, didn't they?
Yeah, they threw him in the Palutena trailer, and he just
He showed up for like a minute to say, yeah, hi, and that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much all he got.
So you decided not to kill the bomber. Interesting.
Also, I very much
I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it
Hiroki.
alone. The hope is that I can still have it in some form of range nearby, and this fighter goes for a way that I can still hit it with my anti-air, if nothing else.
Okay.
And even if I did take out the bomber, of course everything else would just destroy it. So I want to keep these around for at least one more.
Yeah, that Rockets is in a really unfortunate spot.
Oh my god, I'm very tired. Just kiss though.
Also, I very much pushed Hero as much as I could, but I also tried to be as objective as I could with this. It was still a very, very good trailer, but Ultimate's just has so much going for it.
Bro, I would have bumped Terry up to top, but that just be me.
Well,
This trailer-
that's the good thing about Smash Brothers and the trailers. Like, the trailers are made to appeal to fans of that franchise and characters. Like, first and foremost.
It was really good. I really loved it when they showed off Rio from Art of Fighting and Nakaruru and fucking Geese jumping for the letter and he drops off his tower. It's like Sakurai absolutely knows.
Oh, he does. Yeah.
He grew up with SNK games. He did say that.
But also,
With a lot of stuff.
but also, Cloud pretty much carried the Smash 4 trailers, though. It was, but that was also partially because of the Max reveal or reaction.
Yeah, Max did enhance it, but you know, in a vacuum, I think the Cloud reveal trailer is a little bit. They could have done more, but it is Square. They're stubborn.
Yeah. Honestly, they could have been. They could have put more music than anything else.
And then Sephiroth's trailer is fucking insane. So.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's awkward.
He's laughing.
Also, obligatory. We had to watch the Hero trailer second time with this.
He's a laughy guy.
This is the definitive way to watch the trailer, by the way.
I understand. So he doesn't smoke anymore when he's winning.
Yeah, no, the Snifit days are behind us, I guess. Alas.
What a shame.
I have not written you any happy birthdays today, Ray.
Oh shit, Kris.
And that is
didn't
because
even
I
hear
was
you.
saving it all for this exact moment.
Let's fucking go.
Happy birthday. My good man. You're so happy.
Also,
that
Kris the
it's your
fucking
birthday.
ninja.
And I'm here talking to you.
He's been here for like.
He's in here.
I didn't
15
even hear him
minutes.
come in. I didn't get the notification.
Oh yeah,
or
no,
anything
I've been
like
here
that.
since pretty much the start. I just haven't
Oh.
had a moment to talk.
Ah.
I was
You can
like,
always
no,
just
I'm
butt in.
just gonna let them go on.
Hey,
I'm
let
not
me
gonna
read
hurt
Like, I'm let him cook.
I'll let him
If
cook.
I had known, I would have said hello at the very least.
No, it's fine. And so I will give you the greatest gift of all. My undivided attention.
That's a good riff, to be honest.
Yeah. So what's happening?
Max 4.
There you go, Faptor going in.
Oh yeah, speaking of gifts, you got anything good today, Ray, aside from the thing I gave you? And the on stream?
Zach gave me money, and of course I got to stream money, but I don't really care for gifts on my stuff for my birthday.
That's fair. I did give Ray Path of the Midnight Sun on Steam.
That,
That'll hopefully come in handy for later.
Oh, I'm curious how this will sound.
He's so sad.
I was gonna say after these messages.
boys, don't touch that stuff.
Rise paw frottles the dragon.
Johnny with Max
Well-
rockets.
Was an attempt.
It wasn't.
You tried.
I was gonna say, Emger said that I had a weird crinkling with my microphone. Am I sounding fine?
Yeah, you sound fine.
Man, I don't hear anything weird.
Okay.
The only issue we've had, you know, recently is that you were slightly like peaking when you were
Yeah.
Oh,
doing
Yeah.
voices in Ace Attorney, but
well, I did.
nothing more
It's not
than
that bad. Yeah. I did actually order a new microphone, so this should be coming in like, over the weekend. Because this microphone is really old,
That's
and
fair.
I go online with it every day, so it's like I kind of need something new.
Yeah, that's sort of why I switched to a Blue Yeti myself. Like it had a rough start, but I changed around the settings and it works much better now.
Oh, what a coincidence! I also ordered a Blue Yeti.
Wow. It's a very good budget mic from what I've heard. And it works well too.
Yeah, so I'll be messing with that as soon as I get it.
I was surprised at how big they are.
Yeah, they're pretty massive.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, that's why I never bother with stand mics. I'm too used to headsets at this point.
Oh, I like
It's like-
stand mics.
Yeah, same. Handsets or headsets are a bit too specific for me.
Speaking of ordering things,
Yes.
let's see now. 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Wait for it.
Wait for the notification.
There's a delay.
I have now ordered a PlayStation 5
Yo.
for myself. Sorry, Ray.
Oh no.
I was waiting for like the PayPal tip donation to come in or something.
I was like, wait,
birthday.
what? No way.
It gives him the money for a PS5.
Like, ain't no
That's
way.
cool. That's cool.
Hell yeah.
Hey, I got you a PS5, right? In picture form.
Not your
About that
PS5.
PS5.
Just
Thank you
picture
for letting
file.
me buy a PlayStation 5 for myself on your birthday, Ray.
Oh, very nice.
Where are you gonna send the
Yes,
scraps?
So you got your own,
Box?
you got your own Seto Kaiba bot now. Congratulations.
Yeah.
All right, the lander took the bait for me. Excellent. I'll
Hell
take
yeah.
I'll take that sacrifice if they take out the bomber now.
Landers and APCs being bait in Advance Wars 1, say it ain't so.
There's the fight.
What are landers but APCs up the water?
Next thing you know, you're gonna bait out your transport copter.
I like how that T-copter
What are
reversed
T-copters?
one tile
But-
and literally went backwards.
APCs idiot.
Also, I posted a thing in our Trails chat, but I don't know how I feel about Estelle being. I can accept her being the worst, but I don't think she's leaps in a way worse than the other Trails protagonists.
No, I think it's saying Estelle is the best. Since
They're
it's
also
Estelle
giving me a
greater
yawn
than,
face.
greater than, greater
They
than.
also give me a yawn face.
I mean, I can't really speak for the dude on the right, on the far right.
Yeah, he's from a currently JP exclusive Trails game that
Yeah.
we apparently never got.
But so far they've all hit. Even Reen, and I don't know much about Reen yet.
Same. That's sort of why I have Green towards the bottom at the moment.
There's 2 characters missing on this image for me. I mean, personally.
Yeah.
Oh, is it who I think it is? Well, at least one of them anyway.
Yeah, one
I
of
know
them
one of
is
them.
from Kuro.
Yeah.
You know, you know that one.
I know that one.
And the other is the main character of Reverie.
Oh. I actually didn't know they had 2 different main characters.
But there's
Aren't
two
there,
right there.
Aren't there 3? Yeah, there's three
There's
MCs.
two
Yeah.
right there, Christian.
Yeah, 2 of them are there.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I guess we'll find out who the main character of Reverie is whenever that happens.
I actually do know. He told me a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
I know too. Because he came up in. It came up in what, one of Mel's
And
Full
the
Steel streams, didn't
Full
it?
Steel stream, yeah.
I'm just gonna look it up myself.
I mean, I know who it is, but
I
I
mean-
don't know who it is.
You probably shouldn't.
Oh. Well,
Because they don't know who it is.
I'm just like,
well, I'm not
hey,
gonna say who it is. It's just
it's just, I'm like, hey, it's that dog, but I don't know where that dog came from.
the dog doing.
I really gotta get back to playing RE4.
Oh,
This year has been so stacked in games.
It
Yeah.
sure has. It's kind of wild. Like, this was released 2 weeks before Tears of the Kingdom, didn't it?
yeah. Well, no, it was a whole month, I'm pretty sure, this Advance Wars. But, also, Ron, I've been meaning to ask this. Do you plan to play Reverie before recording it?
I mean, I did promise I'd take the chat to Reverie, so that was the point.
Okay.
But it's so far away.
We are
that-
on the road to Reverie.
We are indeed on the road to Reverie.
On the road to the trails of reverie. On the road.
I got Randy by my side. I can't remember the rest of the fucking song.
There was an
Come on,
attempt.
let's
and
go.
What? There was a legit attempt.
Come on, let's go.
PlayStation 5 will be available on the 23rd.
Sturm.
I too have been playing a lot of Zelda. Too much Zelda, in fact. But oh well.
Did you save the princess yet?
I mean,
Is that the
How
point
do
of
I
the
answer
game?
this?
Yeah, don't answer it. I actually have no idea what the point of the game is. Beat up Ganon?
Can technically
Be
save
thirsty
a
with
princess.
Ganon.
Oh, yeah.
I've saved many a Princess Zelda in my life.
I see. That's a good
Nah.
answer.
I would love for us to get a Zelda 2 style-esque game over like we did before.
When the
Game over, Return of Ganon.
True. Ritual's complete.
Ganon
That's
looks,
just
Ganon looks surprisingly hot, I won't lie. The fucking glow up of the century.
like I think that's still one of the most iconic game over scenes in all video games, and it still holds up really well.
Well, that's a...
I wish we had a return to that though. Like not necessarily Zelda 2, but just the game over sequence.
Yeah, it's more or less a carbon copy of the Breath of the Wild one this time, but I mean, you kind of expect it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, the black hole artillery almost looks like pipe runners.
I kind of do.
You really miss pipe runners, don't you?
I do, even though I never use them.
Yeah, no, those things sucked ass, but they looked kind of cool.
They did look cool. Didn't they have, like, trains in Super Famicom Wars?
Yeah, we talked about this before. It'd be cool if you merged the two concepts together so you could have pipe runners run on the trains. I forget what the train unit was actually called.
Rail turtle.
Eagles here, and he's
There we
Rail
go.
turtle.
Well, shaped like a turtle, that's why.
That's funny.
very true.
That's right there. Stay right there, Rocket. So I give
Right
me
away you go.
part of practice. Aw, still in there.
Yo, the 1D HP.
Barely hanging on by a
That
thread.
tank does
And now he's
not
dead.
exist.
It's got holes all through it, but it's still there.
Tracks is gone, turret's gone.
I do like how his eyes change color as well. I don't think they did that before.
No. That's a pretty good touch.
Give up.
Okay.
I don't think Sturm's gonna give up.
No, he'll force the player to give up more than anything.
I am like 100% convinced that you know how his shirt ripples in the wind there?
Yeah.
I am positive they wanted to make his entire chest do that. with his rippling muscles.
Yeah.
Bounce
Rippling
around.
pecs, yeah.
Just flexing crazy.
Stuff is gonna go down next turn because of out of fuel, but I got rid of most of his navy. That's good. Let's make another one if I need to.
God, those ships look so futuristic.
Yeah.
Ooh, don't they?
It's almost otherworldly, maybe that's the point.
Spooky.
Oh man, when did Deoxys get here?
Oh, do I?
Oh, is that why Sturm calls in the meteor? Because he's bringing Deoxys to the planet?
I believe it.
I guess I have to bring in the image now. All up. There we go.
Sure.
Am I gonna have to bring up the Naruto story again? Because I will do it. It's really good.
Oh, the Madara.
Yeah, the Madara one.
Yeah.
I did that when we were on the last map last time, which wasn't honestly too long ago.
If you believe it.
But we haven't gotten to the meteors yet, so that's fine.
Speaking of Naruto slash Boruto, I think the first half of, or at least the first arc of Boruto, or the pre-time skip is more or less done at this point in the manga.
I've heard as much.
And yeah, Boruto's actually not that bad of a read. The anime is kind of dog shit because there's way too much filler in it. Like even more so than vanilla Naruto, but
Like you gonna say, isn't that what Naruto is?
Yeah, but this has honestly even more filler than. Well, even if it's not more filler, it's still like. It feels more bloated, to be honest, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, like
I do know. I haven't been keeping up with that, but I did keep up with the spin-off manga in which Sasuke and his wife Sakura go fight dinosaurs, which was kicking rad.
Yeah,
that sounds awesome.
Zombie dinosaurs.
That does sound kind of cool.
I didn't realize Sakura was actually in it, but
She has a big role in it.
to be fair, Sasuke is really cool.
Sasuke.
Sakura is beautiful. That's
Yeah, no, it was fun. If you're an old Naruto fan who has moved on since the show ended, I mean, read that one. It's a fun little capstone, cute little thing. And if not, then that's fine too.
Speaking of spin-off manga, though, Minato.
Dare defy me?
Yeah, Minato, Naruto's dad, is supposed to get a spin-off manga. That's actually canon to the main series. That's exciting. Minato is insanely popular, and he probably did deserve it.
I've never watched Naruto or any of the things. I'm more hyped about the news I saw a little bit earlier today, which was they're doing a sequel spin-off to Full Metal Panic.
Oh, are they? Let's fucking go.
I haven't read the light novels. I probably should do that now.
Yeah.
I feel when Sosuke finally tied the knot.
So
Yeah.
Bosuke.
What was I going to say?
Sosuke.
Right. I'm sort of interested in reading the light novels themselves, but I would also be down for an animation continuation.
So would I. Whether it's actually going to happen is an entirely different story.
Yeah. I hope since it's the anniversary coming up, they'll announce something soon.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
The anime has just basically been kind of curt,
Yeah.
Ioani's basically too big to do it now. They took forever to jump from TSR to Invisible Victory.
Yeah.
And then the company that did Invisible Victory went bankrupt, so...
Fuck.
Yeah.
It is not a good string.
Jesus Christ. That's highly unfortunate. This is like the one mecha series I legitimately give a shit about. Like, consistently and unironically.
And unironically, you wanted like
Wait, we got call, sir.
years. For me, since it got reintroduced to me because I've been playing Jay,
Which one?
Full Metal Panic.
Oh. Yeah. It's a pretty good watch. Like, if you're gonna go in order, you might as well start with the first and then continue on from there. But Fumbofu is also a very good standalone watch.
Ooh.
We just finished that on Monday.
Yeah.
Do you think Sturm watches any anime?
No.
Correction.
No, he only
I will
watches the
change my
stars with a
question.
telescope.
Which anime do you think Sturm watches?
Code Geass.
Yeah.
That checks out.
Shibun, Wo,
basically just
Sekai.
The
Legend
man
of the
wants to
Galactic Heroes.
The man wants to perform his own Zero Requiem.
He is just Zero. He has
That's a
the
girlfriend.
Geass. And by Geass, I mean meteors.
Does that make Sammy Callan?
Oh boy.
No.
Even though they're, on opposite sides here.
I think he loves shoujo romances.
Yeah, no, he wanted to rent a girlfriend for sure.
To be fair,
I was going more like Kimi no Todoroki. Rent-a-Girlfriend is not a show.
to be fair
No,
though, like
it's something far worse.
ultimately, from what I'm aware of, Zero isn't actually on anyone's side though.
Like, that shit's the
I mean,
most depraved
yeah,
thing I've ever seen.
Well, Lelouch.
Yeah.
Well, Lelouch's thing was that he wanted to play every card he could to take down his father.
Father.
Yeah.
When I
Then he
have
sort of got corrupt in the thing he wanted to take down, if I had that correctly.
Well, he eventually also wanted to put all world's evils on his shoulders, so that way when he died, there'd be peace. Didn't work out.
He who fights monsters, etc.
fucking all the world's evil. Fucking, I'm gonna mind you. This time. He's back.
He is back.
I'm gonna mind you too. Kirei be like, real shit. Back. Again. We should all, yeah, it's time to just like go back and watch Fate Zero again.
It was a good one. It was very depressing, but it was very good.
Didn't Yurikabuchi make that, or how you pronounce it?
Gen Urobuchi, yeah.
Yeah, again wrote that like a long time ago.
Jesus Christ! I was like, what was... Chris, you turned into a dog for a second? Like, what's
I
going on?
have my gimmicky hiccups.
Gen
I didn't even hear it.
Gen Urobuchi when he sees a woman, it's like time to delete. Like, yeah, it's... Again, that's his average Gen story, yeah.
Hey, Kyle, did you know he wrote a Kamen Rider?
Yeah, no, I hadn't heard about this.
Yeah, it is about as Gen Urobuchi as you would expect it.
It's also
well,
the first Kamen Rider we've ever seen.
What happens to the women and children in that?
Well, we do have a female
Yes.
Kamen Rider. She dies. Anyway.
Yeah, average Gen, yeah.
That, oh my god, guy was a fucking trip.
It was fun. I loved it.
Yeah, I can't say it's the best, but I can see why people love it so much.
We're back.
Yeah, see, this part of the map does take a while. Like, you gotta, like, just slowly attrition Sturm back that away.
It's probably why we're saving these last three for last in general.
3? No.
This is giving me like stalemate Span Island vibes right now.
Now, see, I'm not sure because you did the Sammy ones, you might unlock rivals initially. I had to, like, the rivals only unlocked for me after I beat every other map in the game. That is to say, every branch path.
I don't mind playing like legitimately every single like non-map. It's more content for me.
even Olaf C Strike.
Also, Sturm will wait patiently for 1,000 turns and make a strike.
See, the correct answer is especially Olaf C Strike. It's a good map. Boy.
Money.
It's so weird that you had to play the Sammy maps to get Rivals when Rivals is Andy and Eagle. Like, you would have thought you would have had to play all the Andy maps.
Oh, that would make sense.
No, but Sammy's got to be the carry for or about half the game. And you gotta sit through that fog of war.
I just wonder what Advance Wars 2 is up to.
Ruler take care of the fighter.
Post game.
I hear they're bringing those Mario Advances to Switch. That's what they tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking yesterday. Apparently now there's 5 ways to play original Mario Brothers on Switch Online.
And
Yeah,
no
correct.
Golden Sun or Pokemon TCG.
No
Also,
cries in the distance.
Also, Pac-Man 99's going down under.
R.I.P. They didn't quite recapture the magic of Tetris 99, I guess.
They need to bring back like Pac-Man Championship Edition.
Ah,
Remember-
Pac-Man Champion is fire, dude. I game
Yeah.
rules.
The neon visuals especially go super well with it.
They're in
No.
space when it's getting owned by Max's indirect units.
Speaking of Pac-Man, I heard the remaster for World was pretty good.
Alright.
Came out like last year, I think. Even though
Was it last year or was it early this year?
I'm pretty sure it was last year, but
I think it was middle of last year.
yeah, I'll check. But also, I hear 2 is just a better game, even with the remaster
When it is in fact.
Super Majek Mindug 64 months. Wahoo.
A Pac-Man.
Wahoo! Thanks,
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah. I've only played 2 and 3.
I think I've played a little bit of 2, but I just know that I hear from a lot of people that 2 is supposed to be like the best 3D Pac-Man game. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Okay, yeah, it came out August 26th of last year.
Jeez, it's almost been a year.
Nice, ABC survives.
That's close enough to being about midway through. The APC carry.
No, Matt, that was.
What are you doing?
What?
Also, Sturm has almost.
You don't have anything in the APC. What are you doing, Sturm?
Also,
Well, see what I mean? He's very weird about that island. Yeah, I don't know what his deal is.
Sturm with the almost 8,300 funds.
Go off, I guess.
He's trying to sell the APC to you. He needs money to build more stuff.
No, he needs to sell
Sure
money.
he doesn't get it.
He needs to get rid of funds so he can get to 8,300. Because he's 100 off.
For me, he just sent 2 artilleries up there. They just kind of didn't do much.
Well, currently is. He's not going to be next turn or this upcoming turn.
Completely embarrassed by his own display. The lander blows up and just turns away like sending an unmanned APC in there. What have I been doing with my life?
See you in hell, kid.
I like how Sturm recoils and he's like, I'm gonna be Batman and hide behind my cowl and cape.
Speaking of capes and Batman, we have been enjoying our playthrough of Great Ace Attorney.
You
It's been fun to watch.
Yeah. It's been fun to watch. That was a reference to our dear Dracula prosecutor.
Oh,
Who
I still
Ron
can't believe-
has been enjoying voicing.
I still can't believe he just put the boot on the desk.
It's really hot. Like, if you want to have a good time online, then look up any female streamer, anyone streaming the game, and getting to that scene and being them be like, "Ooh!" When that happens, it's always funny.
Oh,
What
dearie
scene?
me. He's giving me a bit of the vapors.
What scene are you talking about?
When Von Zeeks puts the boot up on the desk.
Oh yeah, his Iron Heel Jordan.
It's real good.
It's surprising.
The game has been surprising, you know? It's not a... I am certain that Oh,
Oh, you look so terrible. Like, oh no.
Audacity.
I'm not going
Can a Snifit feel fear?
God, I hope so.
maybe.
It ain't your average Ace Attorney, that's for sure.
Yeah, Shu Takumi definitely wrote it with the idea of, yeah, I want to make another Ace Attorney, but I want to make it different. It's breaking
Alright.
all kinds of rules.
I do like Prologue Shums. He's just a fucking cryptid who appears at various points. He's just like, he just kind of appears out of the corner. He just jump scares you. I like at one point you kind of look to the right of a room, then you look back and he's just like on a wall.
Yeah.
Like, hold on a minute.
I like how he stole 2 stakes and pinned the blame on Naruto.
Yes.
But yeah,
How we get?
I was heard they were making something. Like, where is Ace Attorney 7? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I was just about to ask that. Like, I hope we get another Ace Attorney game soon.
They claimed like last year they were making something. I think they were like, we are making something, we promise, and then they just vanished.
They recently, like a month or 2 ago, they put up news that like, oh yeah, Ace Attorney is doing super well in the West. We don't get it, but I mean,
I don't even think that was a
making us
month
money.
ago. That was like a couple weeks ago.
That's basically a month.
Yeah, they're probably gonna put something out then, but I don't know. We'll see. Because what they've now like more or less like wrapped up Apollo stuff as well. So it's like,
Yeah.
guess we gotta fall back on Athena, I guess.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be Athena and Nick doing their stuff.
It might be a new great Ace Attorney game. You know what I want to see?
Could be.
What?
I want to see Sholmes Investigations.
Yes.
Sholmes Investigations. That's
What?
I'd be
literally just
down.
the title.
Lana Layton versus.
Then we can all get the Eurus to kick down doors.
Just get all three of the British people, Sholmes, Gina, and the one that showed up at the end of the last stream. I can't remember her name. The inventor lady.
No, she didn't get a name.
Oh, we didn't.
What we clearly need is an
Whoever she
Edward
is
and
then.
Sholmes crossover.
Ray, do you have an extreme urge to kick down a door?
Not particularly. I have a extreme urge to have the lock on my door fixed because it's inconsistent. But other than that, no, not really.
Yeah,
Is it as bad as the bolting doors on the ship?
A little bit.
I just want Gumshoe to come back, man. That guy died loads of
I
times.
miss Gumshoe.
He just like last time we saw him was when like fucking Phoenix got disbarred. He was like, well, I'm gonna disappear forever.
Yeah,
It's like,
I hear he doesn't show up much after investigations.
Like, he doesn't show up at all. Yeah, like he's just gone. But yeah.
No,
Maybe
Edgeworth came
he's
back,
running a
but-
restaurant somewhere.
Like
Yeah,
nobody
one-
knows
gonna
who
get
he
his
is.
own game.
You know, one day I want Nick to ask Edgeworth, hey, how's the Gumshoe doing recently? And then Edgeworth will be all like, I don't want to talk about it.
When's Gumshoe gonna get his own game?
I actually, last time I met up with my family, you know, I posted about it a little bit that the last time I met with my parents, the last time before I went back up
that big,
here in the
that big
mainland.
cookout or whatever.
We were watching the British coronation.
Oh yeah.
So that was a fun time. I also, that was on a Saturday, so, and you know, we were gonna have a stream, so I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna tell mom, like, what we're gonna do. It's like, yeah, we're gonna play a video game, and we're gonna voice it, and she was so confused about Ace Attorney, she could not understand. It's like, wait, how do you determine who wins then? Like, how do you play? It's like, no, it's not like a competitive game or something like that. It's
like
just like
solving a
book.
book.
A book? Then why wouldn't you just like read a book? And it's like, well, you know, there's
Read a
animations
book.
and music, like orchestra, and she's like, oh. But she had a difficult time grasping that it wasn't like a competitive game.
Ah,
So my brother searched on his phone for a Twitch stream of Ace Attorney to show mom, and it was someone playing. I think it was 3-5, and it was Dick Gumshoe. I was like, oh yeah, that's Detective Dick Gumshoe. He's great.
Hold on
Also-
a second, Dick.
also literally just run.
I love Gumshoe. I wish he'd come back.
Same.
He's been
I'm
away
such
for
a
a while.
dork.
I'm happy we got Ema back though. Emma, whatever.
We got Maya too.
Hell yeah.
When's Iris getting out of like Fed jail? Like, I don't know. What's going on?
Please free her. She served her time, please free her.
Well, yeah.
I think she legitimately has.
What did she get convicted on anyway? Like, I'm fairly sure they did accomplice
Tampering
the
the
murder.
fucking
Yes,
It's like
accomplice for
tampering.
assisting in the troubles of the last case.
Okay, maybe not then. She might still be in jail. Yeah.
Yeah.
Might still be in jail.
It's not like that. It's not like a super long sentence probably, but I mean to be fair, the sentence for murder is like usually death, at least in like Japan. It's first degree murder, you just die.
Yeah. Man, I'm looking forward to whenever Ray resumes his Ace Attorney streams.
No wonder Nick really wants to prove his client's innocent.
Yeah, pretty much. Because oftentimes, yeah.
Makes sense.
Good!
Yeah, the wiki just mentions that she was tried as an accomplice for covering up the murder.
Yeah, which you can have different severity of sentence. Yeah.
And of course, as always, the world of Ace Attorney doesn't believe in spirit possession or anything, so who knows how that would go.
So once you have a bomber, you can just do this on Sturm.
Bomber.
B-17 bomber.
You look like you're having a good time, Sturm.
That's because he is.
He's having a blast.
He's got
Yeah.
state-of-the-art sound systems in all of his super vehicles there.
And all his
So he's just-
high-tech vehicles.
He's just blasting music nonstop. He's not even paying attention to Max.
Sir, we're getting slaughtered here. Sir.
Oh no, he's got his AirPods in!
Ow!
No!
I feel like Sturm's not meteor striking here because he's saving it for the next map at the start of the map.
Does his power meter actually build on this map, or is it still blank?
It's blank.
Like his soul.
So if he drops it on the next map at the start, then I'm just right.
So he's just sandbagging.
Yeah,
It's hyper sandbagging.
that sounds like
Building
Sturm.
up his CP to 200.
I get that now. Now that's sandbagging.
Something war cry.
You have to be sandbag to have that be sandbagging. You have to be at 200 CP and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting.
Waiting for the crit, yeah.
And you don't even take the crit, you take the health up.
You gotta. It's a 50% health up, and the boss is gonna land on it. Yeah, like you don't have a choice in the map.
That's true. That's true.
Listen, Gohan, you don't have a say in the matter.
What insolence. They did a pretty good job making him seem menacing.
Yeah. It's already pretty menacing in the GBA version, but
I mean, in Advance Wars 1, he literally was a Snifit.
He's just there.
But in Advance Wars 2, he was a bit more threatening.
yeah. Well, to be fair, he does have Meteor in Advance Wars 1 still.
Oh no, yeah, fighting Sturm is a completely different story.
Yeah.
Dude's a monster.
The fighting is like an actual fucking nightmare or something.
This Monday.
I'll be doing a reading.
I got a paper that needs to be turned in, but more importantly, It'll be May the 22nd, which means it'll be 1 month until Final Fantasy 16, and it means it's a lot of content creators, the press, and all of those been invited to play Final Fantasy 16, like Max, good old Maximilian dude. And they're all gonna release their videos and their thoughts and their interviews.
Dude, Max is gonna be slammed the entire summer. 16 comes out, Street Fighter 6 comes out, Summer Games Fest, Tekken 8, Mortal Kombat 1.
Also, he's
Like
racing a child.
all in a row, basically.
Also, he's racing a child.
I also forgot about Evo, even though he's not going to it in there.
I mean, Evo's kind of not really a thing anymore.
No, that's E3 you're thinking of, Ron.
Oh, it is EP3. My bad.
Yeah, Max isn't going to Evo, but he's like streaming every day, like restreaming Evo as it's going on, so.
I see.
And there will be a lot of announcements and stuff there for fighting game stuff, so. He's got a busy summer.
Yeah. Christian, are you excited for FF16?
Well, he just bought a PS5. I'm going to assume the answer is yes.
I've debated all of you.
I mean, are you just gonna play what kind of PS5 games are out actually?
Reverie.
Yeah, Reverie. That's,
Reverie.
You can play that everywhere. Hogwarts League. Oh, never mind.
It's gonna be out on Steam though, isn't it? Or you just want to play on PS5?
I'm just gonna get it on Steam.
Okay.
Yes, this PlayStation 5 is pretty much a Final Fantasy 16 purchase at the moment.
You know, Chris just bought the PS5 to scalp it and flip it on eBay.
I mean, technically on my PS5, Youth Before is playing 14. It's done right
I
on.
understand.
Do we believe Yoshi P that like they haven't already started working on like a PC port? That they're waiting. It's like, oh no, we're gonna do that later. Versus like we're still working on it. We just have this exclusivity period where we can't release it.
For 16?
Yeah, for 16.
They made an announcement about that. It's like, yes, the exclusivity period, the period is 6 months,
Right.
but
It doesn't mean that a PC version is
yeah.
coming out right after. Yeah, but do we believe that is what I'm asking?
I do. I don't have any reason to think Yoshi P is lying.
Yoshi P is literally the most honest director there's been in Square.
There was an interview today.
I'm wondering more if it's like, well, we can't say that we're doing it because Sony will get mad at us if we do. So you guys work on it and we'll put it out around when the exclusivity period is done and just nod your head, you know? Like,
I mean, they said that it won't be finished when the 6 months are up. So,
Yeah.
like, why would they?
well, because if it was, then people might wait and not pick it up on the PS5. I don't know. Business stuff is always funky like that.
I just don't think he'd lie about that. Like, if there's a person I can mostly trust, like as far as the Square Enix board of directors people go, I mean, you know, don't trust
Yeah.
companies and all that. But no, I don't think there's any reason to doubt his words on the matter.
Never trust a Borginian.
And don't trust companies. That's a lesson I learned this week.
Like, I can believe him when he says that. Yeah, I mean, if we want the highest quality PC port possible, and it will take more than 6 months.
Like,
Yeah, all right, that's fair.
let's be real here. There are good people in companies, just not good companies in general.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
It's
also,
just-
given how many bad PC ports there have been, like this year alone, I guess I'm okay if like that's actually why it's gonna take longer.
That's just how modern gaming is. It could be a lot worse though.
Actually, I posted it in 14 chat because it was relevant to 14 because they were talking about 14. An interview with the voice actor for Clive. You know, they started talking about all kinds of things like Ben Starr, the voice actor, was like, "Yeah, I freaking love Clive. He's so good. I love him." And like near the end of the interview, Yoshi P says, "So yeah, I know. You know, we've just been putting out these trailers with Clive as like in these epic moments where he's like, rah, angry revenge is a weapon, and things like that. And we've just been sitting here talking like, oh yeah, no, he's so full of the word. The voice actor had to describe Clive with one word, and it was love. It's like, ooh, how deep, how fancy. But you know, we haven't gotten any of that from the trailers, and Yoshi P acknowledged that, like, yeah, we haven't been doing that. So, you know, I know a lot of you are probably sitting there shaking your heads like they're lying to us, like, I don't believe them. It's like, hey, come back. Once you've seen the game, come back, watch this again. So like, hey, maybe you agree with us this time. It's like, thank you, Yoshi P. It's very...
reassuring.
Yeah, like, yeah. You know, there certainly are a lot of people thinking like that. He's got his head mostly on the ground, that man. He's even said he's willing to do a collaboration with the Final Fantasy XIV director, yeah.
He also said it's going to be a very tough interview, so here's hoping that he succeeds.
Here's hoping.
I have full faith.
I love that edit of the meme with the pedestrian and the guy with the knife. And it was when the Final Fantasy 14 producer finally meets the Final Fantasy 16 producer or whatever.
I like the one Christian posted where it's like, please approve, and then he walks around the table.
Yeah. You know, the way the anti-air guns for the black hole units sounds like they're shooting lasers. And I kind of wish they actually did now.
Laser.
Laser.
Give up.
Give up.
Max Force.
Maximum force.
That's satisfying hearing that on so many units.
Punch him.
Punch him up.
Punch them as hard as you can. Beat them up.
I have not seen the new Super Mario Brothers movie, because I don't watch movies.
I haven't either, but I'm thinking about watching it either tonight or tomorrow. Depending on when I can squeeze it in.
I can't afford a ticket, because I just bought a PlayStation 5.
It's out on digital now.
I can't afford a digital... That was a joke.
Wow.
Can't afford a digital ticket.
It's not in theaters, is it? Still.
I'm not sure.
Lights up.
Tomorrow I'll be too busy legally watching another anime to watch a movie, so it's fine.
Also, looks like it is still playing in theaters.
Legally watching an anime, they're legal means.
With Mel. Well,
Oh, that means it's booking
after.
off.
Yeah, after Great Ace Attorney. Or before,
Oh, yeah.
depending on if everyone's there. Hey, Ron, how about you be like 30 minutes late?
Yeah, sure, why not?
No, it's fine.
That was cute.
I unfortunately speaking of anime, I think I may unfortunately have to watch Demon Slayer Season 3 on my own time first, just because the internet refuses to shut up about spoilers.
I mean, to be fair, I usually watch Kamen Rider before I show it off to you guys, so I don't blame you for doing it.
I because of moods, lastly, I have taken upon my time to just completely shut off Twitter. Just log off. Ignore it in the back of my head. I only logged on today because it's my birthday and I wanted to have a little gap, but after that I'm back to radio silence.
You wanted to see those balloons pop up, like
I sure did.
That's completely fair, but also like it's not only just Twitter, like it's all over the place.
Twitter balloons are like the ultimate dopamine. It's understandable.
It's massive code.
Yeah, it is my birthday. Wow.
Them, I guess, because I wouldn't be surprised if they did that at this point. Thanks, Elon.
Well, Elon's only there for how many ever more weeks? Because he announced they found a new CEO or whatever.
Oh, thank God.
We'll probably have all his marching orders given to him by Elon.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Yeah, I'll try to find a time I can watch it the upcoming weeks, though. If not, blitz through.
I do not blame you for wanting to watch it early.
Yeah, I've already been spoiling on a shit ton of stuff. That...
Also considering how hard it is to get everyone together anyway, so...
Yeah. Yeah, I'll see if I can blitz through a bunch of it and then see if I can watch it like daily as it comes out.
Well, I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, at the very least from what I've been spoilered, it seems very good so far.
Sturm has resorted to mech spamming.
You know, it's
And
a cold
I will
day in
also-
hell when.
I will also say the Hashira they introduced in this are also very nice from what I've seen. That's all I will say. We still have to wait for the dub anyways till we watch it as a group.
Hey, Cal.
Yes.
Hell of a week, am I right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, certain group of people are having a PR disaster. Yeah, again.
Yeah, again is the key word there.
Yeah. Typical.
It's every other average Blizzard week. Yeah, like
Typical Blizzard, man. Yeah.
They put out a post, I think, an hour or two ago, basically desperately trying to like explain themselves.
To be fair, I'm not upset at the team.
Oh, well, no, because one of the devs, I think some guy on YouTube interviewed one of the devs, and they were like, "Yeah, it's just upper management again." Like, it's pretty much what it tends to be with this.
Yeah.
Like, they made all the stuff, then like the uppers at Blizzard was like, "Nah, don't make it."
Well, I
made this.
actually heard that they needed resources, so they wouldn't give it to them.
Well, that's what I
is
mean,
this about?
It's Overwatch 2.
Okay.
It's basically, yeah, they had to like basically shelve a bunch of the PV stuff they had planned because
Oh, that news. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
And 4 years
not only
in the
stuff they
making.
planned, the stuff they promised as to why they were making the game.
Yeah,
yes.
exploded.
And in fact, they've known for months but didn't have the heart to tell anyone, which, to be honest, I don't blame them for that. I wouldn't have wanted to tell anyone. That's a hell of a thing to fucking...
But to be fair, I think it's better that it's out there now than it coming out years later and being crap.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the end of the world. I mean, I mostly play it...
Speaking of which,
Seemed kind of easy.
Oh yeah.
That was the first map.
We'll pick this up
the
after.
end of the world.
Yeah, it's easy in a manner. It's easy compared to the next one.
Hi, Grit.
Did we just beat? That's just a tip of the old boy's tail.
Yeah, I guess they imply it's a fake Sturm. I don't even know. Like, it's just very
Maybe
weird.
that's why I never meet her.
Like, yeah,
That's
close enough.
rank.
Nice. I was a little concerned about the technique score, but looks like I got it. Speed was about on pace though. Yeah.
Sturm.
You look so sad!
I maintain he's just Batman hiding behind the cape.
You look so sad! I'm Sturm.
Now we get the real deal.
I feel like I could draw that.
Yeah, he is a bit like smooth.
Look who's here!
Like, if you cut out the face, like the hat and the mask there, it's just like... It's a very simple shape.
It's someone hiding under a blanket.
Oh, we're finally getting to go to this place.
Oh, she doesn't call him Disaster anymore.
Here we go.
Damn, good voice.
It's so good. Thank you, Kris.
I kind of missed when she called him a disaster.
He resonates that Vader energy. Holy shit.
Well, that's an interesting animation.
You've made one stupid mistake after another. Did you imagine yourself a match for me? You conceited fool.
Ah, the bass! Tell it like it is!
Going in.
This is...
Oh wow, I just noticed the eye change.
This is leaps and bounds better than the original interpretation we got of Sturm.
Large.
Sonya at least is less resigned to her fate this time. She's like, oh, I'll go down swinging then.
Look at all those stars.
It's time!
Time to oil up.
The fate of Cosmoland hangs in the balance.
True.
Choose for the second and the third fronts now, and the first front is always Andy.
Nice.
As opposed to in the original where you do certain things, the second and third fronts are chosen for you.
Let's go.
That's really cool.
And we
You
get
speak
the
Drake. You speak Drake and go hard mode.
This time,
Drake
Sammy
and
is Sammy.
Oh no! I was kidding.
Wait, pick Sonya too and make it even worse.
You can't pick Sonya. She's the only CU you cannot. You can't pick in
Damn.
Isn't
this.
like ultimate hard mode just like Sammy Drake?
Oh, we're in for the long haul.
Kanbei.
Kanbei, my man.
To be fair, I would have picked Kanbei too.
Yeah.
Yeah, pick an eagle would be too easy.
Mission 24, the final battle.
It's the final round.
Disclaimer, not actually the final battle.
Yeah. Unless you do specific stuff. Or don't do specific stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sounds like a
Yeah,
great
she's not kidding, by the
jerk.
way.
That's a great A jerk.
It's Pikachu.
He's an A-rank jerk.
I wouldn't be surprised if we walked away with something like an A rank this time. So I will hold out for BS.
Everyone's just here.
This unpardonable action will not go unpunished.
Everyone is here in Advance Wars.
Oh yeah! No.
Transform and roll out.
Looks like I got here just in time.
Yeah!
Here we go. I'm here to make things worse.
I agree with Max there. Captain Drake, what are you doing here?
I'm so sorry, Drake. You're just...
This is gonna be very entertaining, I won't lie.
I mean, he's not at a disadvantage, I guess.
He's not. No, he's not. I'm actually pretty happy
A
he's here.
three-front map against this. Oh.
I appreciate that your armies are colored based on their actual allegiances and not based on what multiplayer faction they're representing.
12 could
Like
actually be
player
very
2, player
useful
3,
here, to be
player
honest.
4.
I think that was the way in the original too.
Yeah, this is how it works in the original as well, depending on who has which. Except in the case of Max and Sammy, which is the fall, you have none of the options, since Max gets Blue Moon and Sammy gets Green Earth. But they even say in dialogue, "Hey, use my troops. They'll follow your orders."
Wow, that's cool.
So yeah, I like this. I don't even think this is like actually a possible combination. You can have that Kanbei and Drake, since normally the right side is pretty much it's only either Eagle, Drake, or Kanbei, or Sam.
Holy shit.
And while the left side is only ever either Max, Olaf, or Grit.
Yep.
This is the map that really switches up the most, just because you have so many options here.
Man, he's got 4 medium tanks.
However, to compensate for that, this map is...
So yeah, Sturm's got a huge army, and he's got funds for days. He'll keep cranking out units like lickety split, along with a massive amount of land and air force. So they're gonna breathe down your neck and breathe hard. It's gonna be very uncomfortable. Like, ew, no, get away from me.
Oh yeah, but no.
Now he will actually use Meteor Strike, and boy howdy, it's not pleasant. So Meteor Strike, when active, hits a 3x3 area of the most, depending on, I don't know if I still use the same targeting as the original games. In the original,
I believe it does.
You can target any one of 3 targeting choices at random, either most unit rich in terms of value, most HP rich units in terms of overall HP strength, or most unit rich with a double multiplier to indirects. Indirects are worth double. And it'll target. It'll hit that area for 8 HP damage to all units there. And his own units are worth negative value, so they are exempt. If it were ever a case, if his own units would take more damage than your own, then he will not. The Meteor Strike will not drop an actual rock, but his units will still get a plus 15 attack and defense bonus.
I can't believe they just repurposed his ability and nerfed it and gave it to Rachel. Because those are like the same criteria her missiles use.
If in versus mode, your Meteor Strike does 4 HP damage instead of 8, but has the same targeting criteria.
It's deservedly very nerfed. You're fighting Super Sturm right now.
So Andy's gonna have the rough of it, since he's gonna be taking the Sturm up front. He needs some funding and needs it fast, so he can try to hold off as well as he can while the left and right sides try to catch up to him and play along. Kanbei's dudes are pretty expensive, so they're liably a good target for Meteor Strike once it goes off, and if they take the hit instead of Andy, that's okay. It'll take a while for Kanbei to really get going, since his dudes are more expensive, but he's got some pretty strong dudes here. Like 4 medium tanks and 4 anti-air, so he's meant to just like help pressure off. Drake's units are average. He doesn't get anything in the place through strength, but his CO power will be very handy here, since it'll just do all constant damage to Sturm's dudes, and if they're all bunch here, it'll eat in this funding. So and that's good. You want that there's at least hope in there. Yeah.
Damn. Let's go, Drake.
Rachel is Sturm's mom confirmed.
All right, let's see what I got here.
Oh baby, here we go.
This map is extremely rough.
But no, Cal, to go back to our conversation earlier.
Yeah, go on, guys. I'm done.
Yeah. I had a lot of thought about it, and honestly, I'm kind of past it.
Oh no, I mean, to be honest, like, if I'm playing that game, it's gonna be more for like the PvP anyway. Like, I mean, that's the kind of experience. I mean, don't get me wrong, the PvP shit is good, but like, the fact they still said they're doing, like, they've only cancelled half of it, and the half was like the progressy RPG style system, but the story missions, I believe, are still on the table.
Yeah, the actual story is actually still coming.
I mean, if they're bringing out PvE stuff, that's fine. Like, I'll play it. Like, it's never the main focus anyway. It all comes back to, like, the PvP mode in the end. Like, that's the central core game, and I think they've realized that, and that's probably, like, half of why this has happened.
Yeah.
It's just like, I
actually do have fun with PvP, especially, you know, helping others support, you know. It feels
again,
good.
like, but again, average corpo moment, like, yeah. Especially, like, Blizz, it's something.
It's weird, because if you look at, like, TF2, I never really cared for like the man versus machine stuff, but from everything I saw when that stuff came out, like people ate it up, and like even more people started playing the game when that stuff got added. And it feels like they're shooting themselves in the foot by just saying, yeah, we're not doing like any of the PvE stuff we had planned, when it feels like that would have brought even more people in to play the game to me. I don't know.
Well, there's a bit of comprehension error going on, because I think people are assuming it's all been cancelled, but it's only a part of it that's been cancelled. I think it's like, what, the overall campaign and like the hero progression stuff, they're scrapping in replacing it with like bursts of PvE stuff, kind of like archives and other similar events.
Yeah, it's not the main attraction anymore, but it's more like a side thing.
So they're still bringing it out. It's just it's not going to be like 100% like a separate campaign.
I will protect you with my life.
Let's go, Kanbei.
He's fervored. You don't mess with his kid. You don't mess with his kid.
He's got his samurai spirit ready.
God, he's so fucking good.
Like, man, if it's the money target he's getting his ass beat, like, it's not going to be great.
Also, Sturm will recede Kanbei's
Yeah. To be fair, Superbad, you don't actually have to pay for the PvPs. That's fine. Like, that's my secret. I don't pay for it. Yeah, exactly. So that's how you get away.
You don't have to drop a single dime. You can just walk in, play as much as you want. You get everything you want.
Yeah, if anything, it's quite the opposite. Because now, like,
except for the exclusive shop stuff.
Because they would have made you pay for the campaign, wouldn't they? Because I believe that was the plan. Like, the campaign would have been a bought thing, but now that doesn't exist. So it's like, I guess we just get free PvE occasionally. It's like, I'll take it. It's never been the main attraction. Yes, it's never been the main attraction for me anyway. So it is what it is.
That's fair.
Here at the end, there's still a question in the story that hasn't been answered. This one.
No?
Oh, yeah.
Why did you need to cast your whole family? Why did we? Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
As if there's no
yeah, no, they literally invaded them. There's like...
There might not be.
It's over.
They invaded all of Gold Comet, except for like one island, but whatever.
Kanbei did nothing wrong. Yeah, he's fine. Yeah,
it was just chilling.
Now it's clown time.
Are we clowning now?
Who's got the clown car?
I love God, what do they call that instrument?
trombone?
No, the one we just heard, like, before the trumpets.
Just a guitar?
No, hang on.
Man, when the guitar kicks in, it's pretty sick though. They made his theme like a little better.
They did.
Yeah, his theme.
His was one of the weaker ones in like the original game. Yeah, I remember that.
I think it's a pretty big upspeed, if I'm being real.
Same with the Eagles. Eagles also kind of sucked ass because it wasn't well defined in the original.
Yeah, so. Eagles was not.
I kind of like the Eagles in the original.
It had a good concept. Yeah, it's just you could tell what they were going for, but they didn't really have the instruments to pull it off. Whereas in this one, they're like, yes,
yeah,
pretty much what they wanted it to be. Yeah, which is it's good. Oh,
here
God,
we go.
Fuck.
Full power Sturm. Full power Sturm.
That's another trip to my feet.
Nah, it's probably a few days for that, but it's as soon as you touch like any of his air units, like pretty much.
If I were designing this game, I would have given a meteor storm at the start.
That'd just be mean.
Yeah, it would be absolutely mean.
That's
especially
the point.
Since it's 1v1.
So yeah, does he not? Yeah, I guess he doesn't move those last ones too good.
He does start with a lot of money.
Jesus Christ, 28k. Yeah, that's ooh.
Told you, he's got funds for days.
Yeah, and he's just gonna get like rinsed.
And if Jay designed this game, it would have been 83k.
Bruh.
It was on Kanbei's side. I'm fine with this.
Okay.
Start with infantry.
Yeah, average AI quirk.
Typically, how the AI rolls, they just start with infantry, no problem. Says yeah. Typically, you get these your first priority, and then these infantry can probably like get roasted, whatever. You just need those.
Party time.
Party time. Pizza time.
Oh, Ray, God.
Oh, speaking of pizza, it's actually National Pizza Day, I heard.
Alright, I'm gonna do some quick ER work.
I was just gonna ask if we were gonna talk about that.
Oh.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
Especially since I saw Cartal in chat earlier.
Oh, Drake voiced Sephiroth and Faye. That's neat.
So, 2 of those anti-air is good. One there that can hit. A little bit missiles though. That's okay. As long as most of the actually hit with anti-air is good enough for me.
Holy shit, dude! If she designed this game, there'd be a port of battleships, and he'd have them all across the river.
I would, if I was designing this, I'd make the river a little more widespread. That way, it actually gave Drake a reason to be here more than just one row of tiles.
Yeah, a little bit of extra wiggle room and one port for Drake to actually use his stuff, and like, yeah, have park a battleship right there and just go to town.
I'd run the river like through the 3 CO land somewhat, so that you could have a port further back and not be right on the doorstep.
This is true, Jade.
It is on an island. He's right.
Yeah.
Interesting. So he has less defense in campaign, right?
Less attack, more defense. Or less in campaign, yeah, less defense, more attack.
As opposed to 2, where it's just like, no, I have.
He's just both in 2. He's like, nah, fuck it. I am supreme.
Like you are finished. Advance Wars 2, Sturm, you get at full power in when you get it. It's kind of neat. But you're not going to get Sturm for a while. You need to 100% 2 for that, I believe.
I remember that being the case too, yeah.
100%ing one's campaign gets you Nell, I do believe.
Yes, that's right.
Which is cool. I enjoy. But it does mean you have to beat rivals. That's like, yep.
Well, that's okay. As the video that found the exploit says, "Dear Andy, you can cheat on rivals against Eagle to unlock me. Sincerely, Nell."
True, I saw it. She did say that. But yeah, like, honestly, it's not too bad as long as you remember to build a fighter or 2 early. Otherwise, you just lose.
Yeah, you need in rivals. You need air superiority early. Otherwise, he will just completely wall you.
Yeah, like it's over. Like if it's over, like yeah, if that happens. This map is more or less a slog. As long as you're playing half competently, you can't lose. It will just take a while for you to win.
Yeah.
Like it's just a case of how long does it take you to actually finish him off?
Yeah.
The answer is like a while.
At least he only has 4 bases / factories.
Like he'll eventually start overextending as well. I hope you're ready for the sickest animation of 2K20. Well, 2K18 if you want to be technical, but let's not worry about that. It's fine. Let's not think about it too much. But yeah, the power animation for this guy is pretty cool.
Another answer here. And mech.
We're gonna see it soon, no doubt.
Die.
Oh man, you'll regret your words and your deeds in a minute. Like,
I'm curious what his meter is already up to.
It's gonna be just getting there already, I'm sure. Yeah, see, like you destroy his one of his planes and it's over.
It's 50,000 for his meter, 50,000 gold. So you destroy 2 expensive units in a little bit, you set already.
Like not to mention what there's a scaling, isn't it? Like it goes up in cost every time, right? With a cap.
Yes.
Like the 10th use, it just levels off.
Might as well get the value you can now.
Yeah.
Kanbei's definitely about to, I'd recommend, separating his shit. Otherwise, yes, it's not gonna end well. Yeah, it's a good idea going around there, because it takes ages for, the West team to get around those mountains.
I managed to find some more of my magic pills that I didn't know I had stashed away in a bag. So I'm glad for that.
Here.
No one curious enough to know what the magic pills are? That's
Bill's
fine.
here. Bill's here.
It's just Lansoprazole. Yeah, it's fine.
It's my hair pills. My hair growth pills. As I brought up at the very start of this game, and I'll bring it full circle at the end. I'm balding, and so is Andy.
Receding hairline Andy?
Yeah.
Don't worry, Chris, I feel that too.
See, I just grow my hair long to compensate. It's fine.
I mean, I can't really grow my hair long. It's at the top. It's actually a really funny balding pattern. Like I got this little tuft up front, but in the middle, it's thinning out quite dramatically.
Oh.
So I've still got hair in the front, but surrounding it, it's starting to become empty.
So it's the Friar Tuck.
It looks real fine. Thankfully, I do have my juice and my pills, so it'll look better in a couple weeks. It's nothing to be ashamed of. I would just prefer to have short hair than no hair. And if I would bald, then, once, the pills and the juice no longer
Prepare
works.
yourselves!
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's
Speaking of male balding patterns.
Sturm about to put bald spots on the ground.
Now, you weak-hearted fools, witness real power!
Witness real power!
Jesus.
That is a really good meteor strike, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be worse. Yeah, much worse.
That's cool. He combined his bombers and that one's going back to heal? Ah, lemon juice. Ah. That was a sick anim. That was also a really good target position, hit the bottom, well away from the main force. Yeah, that's really good. Thank you, Kanbei, for having actually really expensive dudes.
I like how the text is just scrolling behind them. It's pretty good. This is a good animation. I enjoy.
I wonder if Sturm is caught up to date on all the news on the routes of Unova.
Oh. Alright. Also, I like the painted over airport. They just spray paint in the color. It's kind of funny. Oh right, yeah, he's super
Because
powered
his
right
meters become cake. Well, it better be some damn good rock candy cake then.
It's ice cream rock cake. You ever eat ice cream cake out of rocks?
Ice cream on the rocks?
Mediums.
Oh, to finish up my thought, if it ever, because I still have a lot of hair on the sides, but if it ever, goes full bald on the top, I'll just shave it all off and go full bald for the rest of my life.
Bone on the cake.
Just get into hats. Yeah, that's the best idea, probably.
There's another bomber. Finally,
Just gotta get super
pumping
buff.
all of his important resources right away.
Hyper!
Yeah, let's use cyber repair.
There's no way I'm losing to Sturm.
You tell him.
Get him, Andy.
I mean, to be fair, even if he did
Hyper
lose,
repair.
it's nothing really to fret over.
I
Most
think
people would
if-
probably lose to Sturm.
I think if Andy does lose, though, it's game over, right?
Yes, if Andy does lose, you just lose outright.
Oh, jeez.
This is why he said funding is very important for Andy, since he needs to keep the faith high.
The rave.
We rave, baby.
Yeah, those copters are pretty impressive. Can you survive?
I just want people watching this on YouTube to know. Because we talked about Naruto earlier. I just want to say that One Piece was crazy good this week. That's all.
The One Piece is great. That's Sasra. One
That's
Piece was
it.
crazy good this week. And the chapter isn't even officially out yet.
It's not officially out yet, but what we got was like, oh man. I can't wait for next week when we go back to our heroes and just forget about all this lore for another couple of months.
Well, it's quite the opposite. People want a lot of people on the forum. I'm reading want to go back to Egghead because they're like, we want to see what's happening. But I don't know. This stuff is.
Screw them. They're wrong and dumb.
Oh yeah, they are definitely wrong. They're like.
Well, I love when Kris gets lose.
I came back at an interesting time.
I mean, he ain't wrong. Like, I think this stuff is fine. Like, they're complaining about cutaways, but as a cohesive thing, like in the volumes, it probably will read just fine. It's because it's week by week. People get like antsy, and they're like, motherfucking like.
Don't get me wrong. Egghead has been great. I mean, it's a lot of lore, and we finally get to meet that person to avoid spoilers. But like this current cutaway that we're doing is so. It's so exciting.
Yeah, it's just plot time. I get the spoilers super early as well, which is quite cool.
Oh yeah, this got
I just wait for TCB stats. I don't
Speaking
read
of
spoilers.
released recently, or revealed recently.
Oh yeah,
Shit.
the Shin Kamen Rider, Shin Ultraman, Godzilla, and Evangelion combined into a super robot.
Oh, fucking busted.
You know what my favorite part of this is?
What?
Terada, the head of SRW, immediately tweeted, "There is no way we're going to get this in any game." Because that means they have to license out 4 different series at once.
Hey, I mean, Ano's the connective thread with all those. Just have him pull some strings.
I guess so.
It's so fucking cool, though.
Although I imagine the cost to license them would be the problem, not having to do 4 different companies.
Remember, Giant Robo costs more than the entire company.
And that might be the SRW license just been out.
Damn, next week is a break anyway.
I like how the combined robot thing has, like, a stapled-on AT field shield.
That's really good.
Like, it's not even an energy barrier. It's just like they took a LARP, like, cardboard cutout and slapped it on its arm. In the traditions of old Toku and Sentai.
It is beautiful. I love it. Also, Sturm's posing differently.
Yeah, it's like some different ones. There's some that don't come up that often.
As long as you can maintain them, Kanbei will be your sword. when he eventually gets to it there.
This game really, really, really needed a show all danger zone button.
Danger zone.
Highway to the danger zone.
Yeah, Kanbei's gonna be churning out much and nothing for a while. Average Kanbei early game just has no money.
Kanbei experience.
It would be nice if you could get the benefits of sitting on other factions' allied cities.
The only game that ever does that is Days of Ruin, and only in the campaign. You have to set it up. If you're really playing versus, you have to set up a team battle. But that's also because you only ever control one faction in any campaign map given. There's any ally that is NPC.
Did he meteor, by the way?
Yeah.
Yes, he did. He hit this bottom right here. Only 4 units were affected. I told
two medium tanks, the
two
APC
Kanbei's
and
medium tanks, and two of infantry, two of Andy's units. The APC and
the infantry. Yeah.
Hopefully I can see it again.
It'll show
Oh,
up.
no,
It'll happen.
Ray will steamroll the next of it.
It'll happen again. You have zero worry about that, Ron.
Excellent.
This bomber I'm letting go back to heal since it's at 2 HP.
Ray's gonna steamroll the entire map and then trigger steel powder again.
If only we had Sasha, we could just market Crash's CO meter.
Calder versus Tabitha, I think is what her name was. Not Calder, Sturm.
What was her name in Dual Strike? Kindle?
Yeah, there's a Kindle.
Yeah. The city
You read
girl.
books on those.
Yeah.
I like the energy I put into that line.
Yeah, you really put your heart into that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Kindle, Cole, and Jugger. It was basically Flak again.
Yeah. If Flak was so good, why didn't they make another one?
Flak too. Yeah.
Like Black too. So good, why don't we just always play on the Black now?
I don't like the sound of their movement in these vehicles.
Yeah.
It's like hovercraft.
Yeah. So good.
Incredibly futuristic.
Which is why the anti-air should shoot lasers.
Leave it to XCOM, baby!
God, is this the timeline where XCOM went evil? They got taken over by, oh, what's the... I can't think of Exalt. They get taken over by Exalt, yeah.
That's what I was smelting. Oh, I'm going back to heal. It's gonna harass me. This is an APC. Alright, sure, fine. Waste time.
Magic right now.
That's nice. You can just leave that bomber to do whatever, and not contribute towards Sturm's CO power meter.
I mean, it still did a little.
Still got him.
You're Sturm in his blanket again. Man, I remember when this game was first announced, and the first piece of fan art I ever saw was Edelgard falling into a volcano while Sturm watched.
Holy shit.
Unfathomably based.
that did happen. I don't know why, but it exists.
Holy shit, dude.
God.
I don't think I ever saw that. That sounds hilarious.
Let me
Yeah,
see.
unbelievably based.
Basically true.
Holy shit.
Based and true.
I found it on the first result.
Yo!
Nice.
You see, I depicted. Oh, right. Oh yes. Wait, I think I did see that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think I did see that at some point. It looks familiar.
Jesus Christ.
Kazi called. He wants royalties.
That's some hell of a timeline we're in now.
True.
Professor,
Professor.
we're trapped in the McDonald's play place.
I have something to ask of you.
Lady Edelgard.
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 You really grew on me in hopes.
He was always a good stinky boy.
Next.
I don't doubt that. I don't.
What's his face? Joe C. Claude's voice actor.
Joe Zieja.
Yeah. He played Three Houses and streamed it.
Yeah.
And
This game too.
there was you get to the month in which an event happens in which a character leaves the story. Okay, fucking Three Houses spoilers, okay?
Yeah.
I
Spoilers
understand.
for this, like 4
3, 2. It's in the first section of the story. 3, 2, 1. Gerald fucking bites it. Whoop, big deal. You all knew it.
No way.
What do you mean?
Royal 2 dies?
Fire Emblem dies.
Oh, like, why
Sorry
would
for the
that,
big spoilers.
why would you do that to Ling Tong? Anyway.
Chris, out here putting spoilers in here just to further the Three Houses discourse even further.
Yes. If there was anyone furthering discourse, it's Mr. Joe here. Because when you go around talking to your students after that event, you know, they're all like, oh, I feel so bad for you, Professor. I don't know what to say. And cheer up. Or like that's the first month that like Bernie comes out of her room to go to his grave and be like, put flowers there. And it's like, Jesus Christ.
And what did Joe say?
Well, it's not so much what he said as what Hubert says. When our dear old stinky Ratman says, when you're not in his house, when you're not with the Eagles, he essentially says like, well, that sucks, or not even that. It's like, I don't have any words. I need to find the correct line here.
Please don't look up the script.
Yeah.
He was polishing his Iron Hero Jordan. I'm not one for condolences.
Yes, thank you. That's all he says.
That's all he says.
That's all he says. I'm not one for condolences.
What a gremlin.
That's what he says when you're not in his house. When you are, he says, but I do have words of advice to offer you. Like, but Joe, you know, he was not, so that's all he got. So he looked at the camera, he looked at the Twitch chat and was like, why do people like this guy? He's great.
I'm not like a huge Hubert fan, but he is.
He's very fun, you know, when you're on his side.
Yeah, I don't really like Hubert much, but I do admit he has his. He's like the best Archmage character we've had yet. I'll just say that.
Oh, the orange is right there. I'm kidding.
I have no opinion of this character.
Like, Palace is still my boy, but like, Hubert's just like the most developed.
Man, it still makes me sad that he's New Game Plus only.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
We ragged on it enough during the run.
We did. Man, Kanbei is not looking too good. Well, that tank specifically.
Oh, that's the one that got hit by the meteor.
Oh, I see. That makes a lot of sense.
I will say though, if you like shitters, like absolute fucking shitters, then you're gonna love Hubert. You're right.
I hope there's... I talked about this with Mel, but I really hope there's at least a somewhat stinky man in 16.
Oh, and
Final
whatever.
Fantasy.
Yeah, like... Yeah. Final Fantasy 16. Because, you know, 14 has a very stinky man.
It sure does. It sure does.
Mr. Emmett Selk. It's a very stinky man. And the internet loves him for it. And you know, I won't. If there is
Drake doing something.
yeah. If there is no stinky man in 16, I won't begrudge the game for it. But if there is, I'll be happier.
You will begrudge the game, and you will make your own.
Let me just go dial up Yoshi P right now, and you can tell him that.
Yeah.
And just be like, well, I have to talk with the producer.
Next
Final
year
Fantasy 14
incoming.
to gain inspiration for 16. So let me try that.
Man, that'd be a great DLC crossover.
This pod,
An Emmett
this side
Selk
is
fight.
likely to get hit.
Oh, I would lose my mind.
Imagine if they did it in the style like the Kingdom Hearts super bosses, where it's just like at the end of the game, here's the thing. Oh, here's this optional boss fight that you can enjoy.
But hey,
Has no bearing on the campaign.
Hey, if Kingdom Hearts isn't going to give me those crossover fights anymore, I may as well look to FF16.
Like, it's been a while since I have Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I really maybe someday it'll come on Steam, but
I finished playing AW1 like I want to say a month ago.
How much?
Starting to think that 2 isn't better than 1.
Well, shit.
Are you talking vanilla 2 or 2FF? Because that makes a difference.
That is a fair point.
Oh, here it
but
comes.
again,
I am glued to the screen.
Such power.
I just don't be quite
Holy shit, there's the smoke!
It's so
Damn.
good.
Kanbei got the smoke.
Kaboom!
Oh.
Yep. Like I thought. Again, I expected that.
8 damage? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, meter
This is-
strike's always been 8.
This is peak Sturm.
I thought it was 5. Jesus.
No, it's 4 in PvP.
It is 5 damage to unit.
I always give the cardinal direction when I say diamond stat like that. It's 5x5 is what I meant. 3x3 is like reduce 1 square.
It's the square, yeah.
Yeah,
3 by
like,
3, I said in hits.
3 away
tiles
from its
up,
target spot.
9.
So yes.
Shit. Sturm is activated. Holy god.
Yeah. And his units are only 90 defense instead of 80.
yeah, back on the. Oh Jesus. Back on the.
So
cage.
the easiest way to summarize it is it's a 1 to 2 range Fire Emblem weapon, right? Around like the unit.
Yeah.
It's Psy-Flash, kind of.
It's Psy-Flash!
It's TK missiles.
Oh, there you go.
Back on the cage talk in general. 2FL just added like it's just an entirely different, not entirely different game, but it kind of makes an entirely different game.
It has more content.
It is like for many people that have been in Cage experience.
Also, I have to say on the side, it was very funny seeing Drake cower when Sturm's theme was going. Also, I heard that siren. That was crazy. They really put a lot of love in this character.
By the way, Billy, how much did you do in Cage 1? Did you just beat it or complete it?
I guess I'd say I completed it.
And by complete, I mean like beat the Hades cup and get the ultimate weapon and shit like
Oh yeah,
that.
I did all the ultimate weapon stuff and shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm all ripped up.
Yes, boss.
Where can I go?
Hyper repair.
Well, like
Raven!
the problems that I have with 2 are like the same kind of problems that Zach has with 1000-Year Door. And like a lot of Cage 2 is just backtracking and padding.
A second half, baby!
Yep,
That's my problem with it too.
Regular Pad, a Cage YouTuber watch of. He actually is very mixed in Cage 2. Like it's his 3rd favorite, but he regards it as having some very high highs and high lows.
Some creamy middles.
It's my favorite. The backtracking is really the only issue. Everything else is pretty good.
I have minor problems with it, but like the good stuff is just way too fucking good.
Also, my favorite part about KS2, you can literally end the story there.
Yeah.
You could.
If you don't want to keep going, it's fine. End it here. It's all good.
It's fun watching people play the randomizer because, like, they can just zip through worlds because, like, sometimes you get the items you need to unlock the second and, so on visits, like, super quick. Other times you can't, like, do a world at all because you don't have the items to go deeper. It's kind of fun to watch.
Get back to the story. What do you mean there's a phone game after this?
What do you mean there's like 5 more games?
What do you mean there's like 10 games between now and Kingdom Hearts 3?
We're playing Trails.
Yeah, we pretty much are, yeah, alright.
No. Chris is saying you're playing Trails, and there's like that many games in that series.
Yeah, you have no room to complain here, sir.
I do when I waited 10 years for Kingdom Hearts 3, and I haven't waited anything for Trails.
It was technically longer for KH3, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I'm sure it was longer.
I mean, the gap between 2 and 3 is, yeah.
Yeah, like 13 years.
I think my favorite part about the fact... I think that my favorite part about between KH3 and 4 is the fact that they announced 4 almost immediately.
Yeah, they were pretty much done with the Xehanort saga at that point. Like,
that was actually refreshing.
oh no, 3 is 2019.
Yeah.
And they announced 4 like a year later? Was it?
Yeah, something like that. A year or 2. It was like last year. I think it was like last year they announced KH4.
April 2022, it says, as I look online. This is when they announced 4.
Okay.
So it's been a year.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Trails is absolutely more coherent from what I've seen of it.
I feel like I would echo that, and I've seen way less than you have.
Like, here's the thing with Trails, like, while it is an overarching plot, like, the Kingdom Hearts series, it also does, and...
It's written confidently?
Well, no, not just that, well, obviously, yes, but, also the way it goes about sequels is more linear.
It's very interwoven.
Yeah.
It seems.
Like, there's one instance in the timeline per Vine that it's not as coherent, but I won't go over that. Or linear, I should say.
There's a moment in Azure that happens, and it reminded me when I was thinking on Trails of Cold Steel 1. It just hit me that something might be... It's so hard to describe this scene because I don't want to spoil it, but I also don't know how to describe it.
Well, you might have the chance to explain it during...
Hello! Welcome to my world. I beat Azure in 2017.
I love when Chris plays this.
You know what games I beat in 2017?
What?
Trails of Cold Steel 1, Trails of Cold Steel 2, Trails in the Sky the Third, Trails from Zero, and Trails 2 Azure.
Wow, you had a busy summer, didn't you?
Well, it's... I started in January.
Oh, baby.
And you were done by March.
I don't know.
I'll be able to explain it better when we're actually playing the game.
Yeah. Also, you might have a chance to go over the Trails games you didn't get to explain already, or do your thoughts on during the Xenoblade streams.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably going to be a lot of fluff in between, so I'll probably have a chance.
Yeah.
I've been watching someone play Xenoblade, well, not Xenoblade, Xenosaga, on Twitter, and yeah, they have not been enjoying themselves.
Yeah, Xenosaga I heard is very hit or miss for
and it's majorly because of Shion.
Yeah,
told you.
Well, after the first game.
I told you.
Well, I've heard that some people don't even like Xenosaga 1, Shion.
There's...
He comes off as...
She's self-righteous at times.
I'd say she comes off as rough and harsh a few times.
There are little bits of that too. There's a bit of tone that she's a little self-righteous, and the game even calls her out on this. That means chips. There's definitely some. I can understand some people's grievances that they can have with episode 1 Shion, but I definitely am one of those things that the good traits outweigh the bad in that game.
That's fair.
The hill gets a lot steeper after that.
Yeah, it does. It sure does.
Yeah, look at Drake go.
Yeah, he's so
I'm
cool.
proud of him.
Meanwhile, Andy's like this is the meme of like player holding Drake up in the water, Annie like drowning underwater.
Kanbei.
The rising sun.
From the land of the rising sun.
Some of those are going back to heal. That's good. That's good. That's good. Get them on the defensive.
Some breathing room.
Imagine if Drake had Garchomp's land sharks.
Don't threaten me with a good time. I love Drake's faces so much.
Alright, Sturm, thanks.
Sure.
He was in the water, which is why he took more damage.
It's Drake's home domain. Drake belongs in an episode of Scooby-Doo. I keep saying that.
Alright, gang, let's split up and look for clues. Drake, you go with Jess. And, oh, I'm sorry, Eagle, you go with Jess.
Andy, we don't need to split off. It's right there in front of us.
Oh.
No, they'd make Drake go with Andy. That feels like the Shaggy and Scooby pairing.
Oh man, evil clone Scooby-Doo.
I wonder if they've done that in a Scooby-Doo yet. They probably have.
They've probably done imposters at least.
Imposters us. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Well, we found the vent. It's Sturm's mask.
True.
That makes sense.
Yes, it's not looking too bad from here.
It was looking a little rough a couple turns ago for Andy.
Yeah, I mean it always is. It looks salvageable. Well, mind you, this being done quicker suits me. I've got a big journey tomorrow.
Bring it on.
Just to another town for a couple reasons, but I got like a 2-hour train journey each way, so it's it's not bad, but like
Man, imagine having railway infrastructure that actually works for commutes. Can't be me.
Basically, every town here has like some kind of railway station. Well, most of them anyway. Anything that's not like a village, I guess.
I'll have a good time.
Yeah, it should be nice. Going to see some stores. Grab some merch maybe while I'm out.
Huge.
To be fair, I could get that stuff here, but there are people who are over there as well. So it's quite handy.
Speaking of going out of town, I'll be going a few states over next month and several weeks. Let me figure out what days.
Looks like you got your Squall Leon heart.
Prepare to be washed away.
Okay, it's 22nd of next month.
Water and water, water, water and
Water and water, water, water and water and water, water.
Water and water and water, water, water and water.
Man, what do we get if we draw from Sturm?
See, it's extra funny because, you know, Squall.
Obviously, Meteor is one of his draws.
Yeah, Meteors, and if you're lucky, Ultima.
It's probably high level. Sturm probably has Ultima stashed away.
Final Fantasy VIII is the main character of Final Fantasy XVI, Clive Rossfield's favorite Final Fantasy game.
Damn.
Yeah, true.
Live and Squall do kind of have the same energy.
As in his
about
voice
them.
actor.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's still kind of uncommon.
He also tweeted a couple days ago, "Damn, the Gambit system is so cool." Or so good, or something like that.
Sakura, so beautiful. Yeah, I don't know, like fucking... FF8's funny.
FF8 has a metric fuck ton of hate, but
I like FF8. It's a guilty pleasure game. Even though I know it's bad.
I mean, it's fairly good. It's just the mechanics are weirdly done.
This is gonna sound weird from
weird.
someone who does not like Final Fantasy much. I don't think 8 is as bad as people make it out to be.
It's not. It's not.
It's just a little weird compared to the other ones around it.
It's weird in the same way. It's weird in the same way that 2 is weird. Arguably 2 is far worse because it's just like, would you like to raise the stat? Good luck.
Good luck.
Like,
Well, for like the PS1 games, 7 and 9 are pretty easy to pick up, and then you get to 8 and it's completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You gotta manage your seed level, you have to do the draw system and junctions.
There are some people who don't understand what junctioning is.
Damn. And you just get to 9, which is arguably the best game in the series, no doubt.
9 is the best. 9 is the best.
My only problem is the combat is slow. That's it.
It is very slow.
In 9?
Yeah.
In 9, yeah.
I think the way to avoid that is you always leave somebody on active. Like, you don't just commit all of your attacks and actions, you leave somebody there.
That's a good strategy, actually.
Speeds it up a little bit, I feel.
Speaking of that guy, Ben Starr. You know there's a dog in Final Fantasy 16.
Uh-huh. Right. Torgal or something, right?
Torgal, yes. Apparently a pretty damn important character. They've said in like interviews and such. Like he has a
eat through the funds, baby.
Yum yum. And evidently, when Mr. Ben had to do a couple of lines talking to Torgal, he had his dog with him in the booth to do his lines to. So now he's famous. He's still going.
Good doggo.
Aww.
I'm sure Joey will enjoy this dog. Oh shit.
It's adorable.
One of the benefits of like where I work is people just like bring their dogs and I usually stop when I'm run big and look at the dogs.
Yeah, same.
Damn, that APC just survived.
I will at the very least post
that APC
this
is as thick as Drake.
I'll very least post this in the Animal channel.
Hey.
I'm sorry, it's just every time that gets me up there.
What's the dog doing?
Oh, Joey loves it. What's the dog doing? What's the dog doing?
What's the Sturm doing? Oh.
What's the Sturm doing? Currently, wiping us out.
Sturm doing it as a third moon is dropped onto the field of battle. President, third meteor has hit the army.
It's Jover.
It's all over.
It's all Jover now, Mr. President.
Yeah, time to get ready to capture some of those cities.
Don't be so sad.
He's so sad that his eyes are red from all the crying.
Makes sense to me.
Clearly, all Sturm wanted with this invasion was to get some clear eyes.
Red, dry Sturm, there's clear Sturm.
Maybe he doesn't have eyes at all. That's to hide that.
So he's just a new type. He just has extreme spatial awareness to figure out where everything is.
Huh. Makes sense to me. It is from space, maybe.
Ooh, that would explain Von Bolt.
We're all
too.
from space.
Spaceman.
Space.
Fire Emblem in space.
Versions aren't most of the black hole seals.
Yes, I believe.
They're incredibly vague about where they actually come from, aren't they?
Yeah.
They just come from a space colony.
I
Probably.
wasn't.
I have been playing SRW. I could still just be aliens, couldn't I?
I'm pretty sure. Isn't the main antagonist of Dual Strike just an alien though?
Hmm.
He's just an old dude.
He's an old man in a wheelchair.
Nah, he's just an old man.
Ah, okay.
With like a giant dome on his head.
He is strapped to a life
'cause-
support system
yeah,
that he
'cause he's
refuses to
fucking
turn off.
Kagemaru, he's gonna fucking die.
He's just trying to get the
Fucking
sacred
Kagemaru.
food. No, he's not wrong. He's just trying to get the sacred beast by
Yeah.
draining Omega Lantern.
That's true.
Let's fucking go. He wanted the most expensive life support.
And then Hawk just cuts him off.
Then
Bright
Hawk-
Eye Hawk.
Breaks the glass around his
Hawk
face.
just shoots him in the face with a gun.
Cool guy,
Or,
Hawk.
or if you choose to, Jake just shoots him in the face with the gun.
This is just.
Jake has had enough.
They reused the shoot gimmick with Days of Ruin later on. With,
I actually really did
Griffin.
like that dynamic where if you choose not to do it with Jake, he'll say, no, I can't do it. And Hawk's like, all right, I will.
He's like, alright, Black Storm.
Don't be a nerd. All right, I'll do it for you. All right, that's what it's gonna be.
It's like, I'm used to doing this. Don't worry, I got it.
Yeah.
I already got one in my belt.
Black Storm.
Black hole.
I wonder if that is just how Hawk is going to kill Sturm too. He just Black Storms again. They don't explain how he can do it on people.
But he's just still alive, so they're like, oh, okay, Black Storm again.
I killed one alien. I can do it again. The next water seal will just give all units train mastery over all water.
What, everything just walks over water like they're pirates?
Yeah, like they're Jesus or pirates. Yeah.
I have become Sail.
Behold the Jesus tank.
Raw Neo tanks in fucking water though.
Well, that's the door for right back.
I'm just picturing the Neotank's like arms extending out sideways and getting little rocket boosters under them, and it just flies across the water.
True.
Advanced.
Advance.
Advanced Wars.
True, that is the name.
See, Alphonse is a fan of the Dance Wars because one of his starting quotes is just advance. Oh, what is this? Oh, yeah, this tweet. Swim, bitch.
So I'm making this event like her. Hello, Carla.
Oh, shit.
Good, Mac.
Back.
See, the situation seems pretty good.
Drake's pretty good.
Yeah, he's doing better than I thought he would.
I'm proud of him. I'm still probably gonna run Eagle here, well, you know.
Wheel immediately, turn, turn, turn. Show us the target that he will burn.
I have a new meteor. Meteor of heaven!
Unleash my fury!
Oh, dead set.
Oh.
Well,
Bye, Andy.
bye to them.
Boom!
Now you know the meaning of fear!
And
Yeah, Andy's crippled for a while.
The hyper repair is not gonna do anything to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's you have to help build his like army from scratch now. Alas.
It's okay. Maybe Drake and Kanbei will just carry.
That's typically how it's gonna be at this point.
Yeah.
Andy will eventually be able to bounce back, but it's weird, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, that TR has seen better days.
Yeah.
Here comes some mechs.
God, the fucking siren.
Well, all things considered, he was pretty banged up too, so...
I will not financially cover for this, Andy.
You can destroy the 1 HP infantry, I guess. Yeah.
This as well.
will in fact not financially be able to recover from this.
Yeah.
Question for chat and call members.
What's up?
How many notifications do you have on your Twitch channel for new prime loot in the top right
24.
corner?
77.
85.
20-ish, I think, for me when I last checked.
Oh, damn.
I win.
Yeah, you
Don't
actually,
have
I come
to
second,
joke,
though.
Damn it, 88. Curses. I've lost.
Well, Jade immediately loses though because it's not 83.
Bro.
Yeah, I specifically only have 41.
Anytime I see it up there, I just click it and click the X just to get rid of the red.
Yeah, that's a mood.
I just ignore it every time. I don't know how.
I feel I was gonna say something, but I completely forgot. Oh well.
I like this tweet though. Hang on.
See this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the
Clone
one with him
Andy.
holding the clone Andy, right?
Yeah, can't we keep him?
It's really
That is-
funny we're posting her tweets while she's in chat right now.
I will fight
Good.
to my last breath.
Yeah,
For Sonya.
makes a good impact.
For Sonya.
Persona.
Let's go, Kanbei!
Bro.
Everybody get hype.
Yo, he's using the art from Triple Tactics Talon.
Nice.
Well, Sturm did activate an effect this turn, so we can play it.
True.
He did in fact just summon the Biru.
Yeah. This is also true. Holy shit, it'd be triple tax.
So are we drawing 2 cards? What are we doing?
We're taking control of him.
Oh, we're just gonna take control and complete all of this.
Yeah, I'll be right.
Yeah.
Mind glitch time? All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Also, this is the triple tax.
I feel like Kanbei will be a 6 Sam player.
Oh, he definitely would be.
Definitely.
Paul would approve too. Fun fact: this is also, I believe, no, it's based on Karakuri, I believe. Or either that or Six Sams. One of the Six Sams.
I can see it.
Ancient Warriors would be Chinese, not Japanese, so 6 Sam makes more sense, I think.
Yeah. Ancient Warriors is based off of 3 Kingdoms after all.
Here, the king.
Sonya. Fighting a war is not all about the Mets.
Meanwhile,
It's
Andy
all
just
about
play-
the Mets.
Andy just plays Ancient Gears. Because he's a mechanic.
Or gadgets slash
That works too, yeah.
other Earth
So
machines.
just play
stuff.
the worst of both worst of both worlds. Ancient Gear gadget.
Eagle would definitely be a Blackwing player.
Blackwings are Raid Raptors.
Yeah.
Level 10 trains. Damn it.
Or it can be the degenerate and play full under Raise.
What would Drake play?
Two
Thunder
ships.
Patrol.
No,
Umi.
he'd play Yumi Control. Yeah, exactly, Chris.
He would play Thunder Patrol.
That's also valid.
Yar har, we are pirates.
That's true, he was a pirate. That is right.
He was a pirate.
He even dressed like one. Once.
Yeah.
In the ancient times.
What's Sammy playing? It's gotta be something that like pumps out a bunch of low-level monsters.
Synchron.
Sprites. Yeah, probably sprites. Sprite or maybe Melfade.
I feel like Sammy would play Synchrons, and then Max would play Red Dragon Orange Fiend.
No, Max would play Goki.
Max is playing Egyptian God Turbo.
There you go.
He'd play either Goki or Down Wrestlers.
Now Sturm. Sturm is playing
Sturm would play a
Exodia.
Tier 0 deck.
Well, I was thinking Exodia.
Or he just plays Burn. Chain Burn. No, he plays Meteor Black Dragon Turbo.
Man after my own heart.
What's the new Meteor Black Dragon one that actually burns for
Meteor Comet
Meteor
Dragon
Comet
Black.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm thinking of the Rada. The fucking Rada name he gave him. Meteor Comic Dragon Black is what he called him in the videos. What they'd probably call him if they kept to the bad Red Eyes translations.
Alright, champ.
We're really just not gonna say Max is a Blue Eyes player?
Ah,
No,
shit.
I said it was Egyptian God Turbo. Just like cheat out Obelisk as fast as possible and beat everybody down.
I was
Chaos-
thinking Gokis or
Chaos
Down
Max,
Wrestlers.
it's right there.
I was thinking Down Wrestlers or Gokis because he's just like Gore. He's very meatheadish. Although, I guess to be fair, he probably would play Goki's over Down Wrestlers. Down Wrestlers are hot trash aside from like 2 cards.
Meanwhile, Grit just plays Get Out, Gustav Max, and
Yeah,
Juggernaut
he plays
Libe.
strings! Oh, bless. Oh, Ray, you're gonna love this. Calder plays Numeronius Numeronia.
Yes, he would. Yes, he would.
Which I fucking hate, Dawn Thousand, but, yeah, it's fitting for him. Okay, Eagle plays Black Wings and Hawk plays Ray Raptors.
That works for me.
Yeah, that feels like it fits. Lash can play Synchrons.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
Black plays, no, we need a really slimy character for this who plays, Predaplants. Who's the second Black Hole CO?
Flash.
Again? No. Oh, no, I meant the third,
You
my
mean
bad.
the leader? You mean the leader?
Third one's Adder.
Yeah, Adder.
Oh.
He would play, Predaplants.
Predaplants players when they learn the age of consent, etc. Like, I'm just saying. Average Predaplant player. Or Trap Tricks, you know, take your pick. Although, you know.
Wait, hold on. I gotta do, since Ray actually has a meet, I gotta do the thing. There we go.
Trap Tricks relevancy in the year 2K23. Thankfully, not really.
Pack did pretty good with Trap Tricks after the structure deck came out.
No.
Yeah, it's a genuinely solid deck.
I bought one of those 25 anniversary boxes the other day. I got the Giga Rare. I got the Giga Rare Obelisk, which is, you know, it's decent.
The best pull I'm pretty sure you can get out of that is or the guaranteed pulls is Blue Eyes.
Yeah, it says Blue Eyes for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone got Blue Eyes.
I pulled the Blue Eyes and the only one I pulled or actually opened.
We tried like a draft out of all of the like bold boosters, and it kind of went okay. Someone managed to summon like Hungry Burger, I guess. You know, it doesn't
Hungry
happen.
Burger.
Nice.
Skeller, you know that's getting new support, by the way, eventually.
I believe it. Yeah.
When does that set come out?
Let me find out.
I got it.
Okay.
Like August?
No, it's way earlier than that. It is.
June?
It comes out in June. It's like
Yeah.
under a month away.
Yeah.
Oh man. A month until the burgers.
Yeah, Sturm's had it, I think. He's not looking too good, actually.
Time for the stalling meteor.
Yeah, it's all he can really do. Yeah, I think he's toast.
Where is Where's a good example of support? I have one on screen right now, but I don't think this directly says what it's all about or directly compliments Hungry Burger.
I think that's the one that like can special out a Hungry Burger or whatever. Whenever you do the
I'm more meant
tribute
in
effect or
art,
whatever.
terms of artwork.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Let's just check out all these.
I don't know if Hungry Burger actually shows up in any of the arts. I haven't looked.
Well, I'm taking a look right now. Oh, this is a good one. It's not burger, but it's food. It has food in it at the very least. This one. Oh, this one's also pretty good.
We're breaking in. Sturm, you're done.
Yeah, he's not looking too hot.
Knock, knock.
His components
I've
are
come to
starting
take over
overheat.
Subcon.
Oh, just wait. You're gonna like what happens next. You know, apart from winning the game.
Apart from winning the game.
Yeah,
This is
about
tentative.
that shit, honestly.
Utter disrespect.
Yeah, trust me, you'll see.
I'm trying to think who would play an FTK strategy in Advance Wars. Any of the
Ash.
games.
I like Ivor Lash or Sonya.
Yeah, I think Sonya checks out too.
What's Nell playing?
Oh, Nell's just playing. True.
She's just playing any of the coin toss cards.
She plays Arcana Force!
She plays Arcana.
Also me
No.
when I build 17 mechs.
It's all Jover.
But I also go negative.
No,
50
I got
on
it.
turn
Greyfield played Sprague FTK. Ah. I'm playing Candy Crush.
Damn, I can't believe Greyfield was the reason why Toad got taken out back.
Dude.
It checks out too because he would also combine that with Sprite.
Forgive Greyfield for killing my boy. Even though I never played it once.
Wait, what?
Toad.
We were kind of lucky with it over here, but we had to trade that in for our Rodent Totem. But we did get Substitute Tag at least. Which I can't abuse the FTK anymore. Since Rodent Totem's banned.
I need to buy a set. I'll make an Ice Jade deck for real, for real.
You know, the thing about Tears of the Kingdom is I really want to like interview or get the takes from like elementary school kids on their experiences playing this game, because it's scary as shit. It's a spooky video game.
What's
So
the
it's
age
not-
rating on it?
Like
I
12.
mean, regular Zelda.
I mean, what's spooky is like the Sonic drowning music.
Yeah, I mean, it's got some real spooky things.
It's rated E10 plus.
Yeah.
No, nothing's ever gonna.
You know, it's Majora Mask spooky.
Yeah, it's never gonna be Twilight Princess cutscene spooky. There's nothing's ever topping that.
I mean,
I don't know, that shit was spooky.
the intro to Tears of the Kingdom is real spooky.
True, but it's still not that bad. Yeah,
And then you run into some enemies and you're like, shit, this is spooky.
What's spooky is the hands. Yeah, the hands are
Yeah,
weird.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, those guys are kind of crazy.
I want
Spooky.
to meet the elementary school kid in the scenario that's saying shit that's spooky and then slap their parents.
Yeah, it's literally me. Well, actually, to be fair, if I did that now, I'd probably try to be arrested.
The Beast just plays Gladiator Beast.
Also, there's a certain track, I'm not gonna go into spoilers here, that plays when you go into a certain area in the game. And it's very dissonant, like a blaring horn. And it's always like, oh, shit.
True. I do
If
not
you're
know.
if you're a kid playing this, if I was a kid playing this, I would be freaking out. I would not be able to go to certain areas of the map because it's like, Jesus Christ.
I remember when I was a kid and I played Star Fox 64 and I got to the final boss, you know, good dear old Andros. He
Listen,
freaked
no.
me out and I ran out of the room when I saw his
I'm telling you, like, when you're playing Sonic and that drowning music comes up, you literally think you're gonna, like, fucking die. IRL.
Chemical Plant Act 2 was the bane of my existence for forever.
Like, it's
Would
over.
you guys rather catch the hands by Andross's hands, the hands from Tears of the Kingdom, or Crazy Hand and Master Hand?
None of them.
Just as long as it's not any of the Wall Masters from like classic Zelda or like the Oracle games.
True.
Hate the
You know
Wall
what?
Masters.
I'll answer my own question, saying Master and Crazy Hand because of that one part from Smash Ultimate.
Nintendo games were scary back in the day. I'm glad they're recapturing some of that today.
Yeah, looks at Lavender Town, which is a classic to many people.
A lot of Ocarina of Time with Wall Masters and Forest Temples ambience.
I technically agree, Billy, but it's just an iconic, quote-unquote, scary part of Nintendo history.
Ganondorf was really scary as a kid. At least for me.
Well, and then you have this isn't technically Nintendo, but I'm reminded back to the fucking creepy-ass final world, end of the world in Kingdom Hearts 1.
True.
Like, that shit has some genuine nightmare feel.
I think I was old enough to, like, not really be scared of it. I was more astounded by, whoa, this really is the end of the world.
True.
I'm very glad I suggested Drake, because, man, he is putting in work.
Hell
Yeah, he's actually pulling his weight.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, if he's that good, imagine how fast it'd be over with, like, Eagle. Because he's just, just giga busted.
That's usually the standard for the stage, Eagle and then another buff tier.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, it's looking pretty Jover for Sturm. Those artillery are gonna get, like, roasted. I mean, infantry.
Rig MVP.
So how many more turns can they last? Maybe a couple.
Yeah, probably 2 or 3.
Say it's all Joe. There's all Joe.
It's all JoJo. Part 9, Chapter 4 is out.
Aside from that one meteor, this one fairly.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Nice. Is Rohan still pissed? You don't have to answer that question.
I will not answer any spoiler questions.
Not even 2. Doesn't mean people.
What about spoiler?
Actually, hey Chris, what's the final boss of Cold Steel 4?
A boss.
Is it boss?
Because you technically told Ron about it all those years ago.
He told me the boss of Cold Steel 3, and I forgot.
Oh, yeah, that's
ending.
what I meant to joke about.
Yeah, yeah. Cold Steel 4 was not out.
Ah.
Not even in Japanese, I think.
You had to wait for that finale.
Under penalty of death, I cannot repeat this information.
He will put us on incomplete information over anything else.
Oh,
Here
I
it
don't.
comes.
Here it comes. Yeah, all the allied forces there are gonna be in trouble.
Fear is all you have left.
I don't have any more meteor quotes. Those were the only 2 I got.
I love the way he pronounces the word meteor.
Meteor.
That's pretty meaty.
Medion.
Kingdom Hearts fucking loves meteors though. I'm just realizing now.
It lived?
Holy shit.
Oh,
now
well,
it
not
didn't.
for much longer.
Oh, that's a different one.
Oh. Ah, shit.
Random convict
This is like
tank
picking
off
on
the kitchen
small
squares.
children. Like, look at, holy shit.
Hiccup.
That's just Drake's reaction to getting
I guess the bonus is Drake's getting slammed, so it's gonna charge a CO power meter.
Yeah. It's gonna mean it's gonna take even longer for Sturm to like rouse any sort of comeback. Yep, this is the cool part about the army maps. Getting stuck behind your allies and not being able to do anything. Great sea battle sims in regards.
Oh, that fucking map.
Is indeed a map of all time.
We'll get to that.
That's like a month or so from here.
Yeah. It'll be eventually TM.
Like oddly pace. Eagle's first mission in Reraise compared to like the rest of the entire game.
I never made it. I never actually made it to the green common. I'm pretty sure when I played Advanced Wars 2.
Well, you never would have because Green Comet doesn't exist.
Oh.
Green Earth.
Yeah, green Earth, my bad.
It's fine.
Damn.
Damn, good kill.
Huh. Oh, these unlegendary pictures are just too good.
Old Babby Victini is kind of cute.
There's also the Deoxys one I posted earlier too.
It looks like, for the Deoxys one, it looks like they merged Deoxys, Swablu, and Magnemite.
I think it was just, I think most of us were just thinking Magnemite and Deoxys one. I wasn't even considering Swablu.
It's kind of got like the Cloud Wing kind of feel to the sides, in my opinion.
Yeah. That's fair. I think we're close to being done with this map.
He's still got a handful of mooks.
Damn.
I think we got another cycle, maybe two.
Yeah, it's probably 1 to 2 turns.
Yeah,
and plus, also depending on what he spits out of his buildings.
Yeah.
Well, depends on how much money.
We're definitely gonna win, though. I don't see us losing.
The only negative
Hit the yield button.
Maybe a rank.
Well, okay, that's one way you can lose.
Situation starts mass deleting own units.
The only negative thing that might come out of this is our rank, though.
I don't know what the pace for this map is. So.
Yeah, that's also true.
It's probably a little forgiving. Because,
It'd be nice if the pace was, like, somewhat dynamic based on which COs you picked.
Yeah.
Like, they had different metrics depending on which COs you selected.
I mean, it only counts Andy's stats.
Oh, okay.
5 whole damage.
Will it kill?
Will it blend?
But also battle safe.
Yes, it will.
Oh, there you go.
It did blend.
Yeah, it blended into the concrete.
You know what I like about the new Pokemon anime? Having not watched any of it.
Oh.
It's what I really. It's from the trailer, but you know it's also in the anime itself. The music, I just enjoy that because you know one of the leitmotifs going on there is the Terra raid battle. You know that.
Is
the
that
Toby
one
Fox music.
I was just about to ask.
Oh, is it actually in
yeah.
that shit?
Wow.
Yeah.
Toby Fox is really
That's
getting
awesome.
around.
Holy shit, that's great. Also, I can't stress this enough. The new protagonist, female protagonist we have is just such a breath of fresh air.
About that.
Yeah, you can hear here.
Here.
Yeah,
I hope they keep it in the
Mr.
English
Toby's.
version. I really hope they keep it in the English version.
I can fix anything.
Is in fact leitmotif.
Like I got really emotional when this is from the trailer. I was like, I got really emotional when I heard this. Like, yeah, this is Toby's music.
You think Sturm hates rave music?
Probably.
About to.
He is
Yeah.
a Debbie Downer after all.
That's okay. When we beat Sturm, we're just gonna hijack his sound system and blare it all day.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, this is built like 50 max.
Also, the title of the stream is Sturm's Rock and Roll, so he absolutely does hate rave music.
That is true. To be fair, I also prefer rock to actual rave most of the time.
I like all kinds of music.
I'm very picky with music, especially if it's like actual like I shouldn't say licensed music, but actually like mainstream shit and all that. Because most Western music does not hit with me.
Damn, he's keeping that medium tank just out of reach. Okay.
Oh man, James Rolfe did a first impressions of Tears of the Kingdom.
Hide.
I lied.
I still consistently watch his older stuff. Like that's some of the best video content you can ever watch. Some of his newer stuff's also pretty good, but like I don't know, it doesn't have the same spark as his,
What are you talking about?
James Rolfe, ABGN.
Oh, yeah.
Like I don't think, like even though I don't think his new stuff's necessarily, most of his new stuff's necessarily up to par with his original videos. I still think they're pretty good for the most part.
I feel like it probably falls into the, like, we've just grown used to it over time, so it doesn't, like, pique our excitement the way it used to.
Yeah.
Not that it's bad.
Yeah. That's fair.
But sometimes when you try new stuff, your crowd just, moves on.
I will say though, his Doom video is one of the best videos he's released in years. Like his
that was really good, especially because he got was it Romero or Carmack? He got the cameo. I don't remember which one.
Well, he did get to talk to one of the producers of, I think it was the 3DO version of Doom, and talked about its terrible development history. Like, the music was legitimately the only good thing about that game, that port of the game. And how every version of, every console version of Doom has its strengths and weaknesses, but mostly its weaknesses.
It was John Romero who got the cameo in that episode.
Oh,
Who was one of
Romero.
the guys who created Doom.
Oh.
I just couldn't remember whether it was Romero or Carmack, because they both created it.
I still remember, like, the Black Tiger episode he did, which he tries to bring back Fred Fox, and not actually Fred Fox, but Fred Books or something like that. But it's probably
Fred
actually pronounced. But he brought him back as Gilbert Gottfried.
Fred Fox?
Fred Fox?
Yeah, that's a good episode. I remember that.
Yeah. I think we still have one more map after this. It's a really good thing we saved this for today.
Well, I definitely don't think we would have been able to get through it last week.
Oh god, no.
It's a bloody one.
These last few maps are just cool.
He's done for now.
We might have been able to get through like the first one, but last few, no.
Sturm is definitely in just throw bodies to block mode.
Body block, body block.
Yeah, defaults to emergency mech spam. That much is true.
Alright, since we're doing a thing on Tuesday, I gotta get practicing to Smash 64 again.
I've been trying to like play it a little bit like once a week just to stay fresh.
Like, I've never actually played Smash 64 before this, so it's like, oh, it certainly has some jank to it.
I might be defaulting to watching again because, boy, have I been busy lately.
That's fine. There should be 4 of us regardless. Unfortunately, Steven said he couldn't make it either, so yeah, it might just be 4 default players, unless someone else wants to step in too. Also, for those that aren't aware, we're talking about the remix version, the mod that has a bunch of new characters added. Yeah, including Marina from Mischief Makers.
Yeah. It plays a lot like Kirby.
I believe it. Makes me wonder how many melee mods exist. There's like a bunch of Brawl ones, and I think there's like at least a few 64 ones, but I don't know about melee.
Here comes another one.
Jade. Jade, how could you?
It's Tara.
Bruh. No, it just hits the first gen FE4.
Does this meteor affect his own units?
No.
It can never affect his own units, and if his units would comprise more of target than the opponents, then there is no meteor.
Okay.
So he sandbags the CO power for the turn.
Jeez, imagine this shit in PvP though. Like, good god.
It was the world's shortest Sturm turn.
And it still hurt like a bitch.
That's okay. That medium tank, or that 2 medium tanks, one for Kanbei, one for Drake, are still in perfect health.
Actually, I'm looking at mods. I actually want to look up something on the topic of mods. Oh, right. I'm basically trying to look up to see if there's any Power Revolution mods.
The people in chat are saying it did affect his units.
Oh. Huh.
It's true.
But I do believe you about the holding his own ult, because he wouldn't do it if he's gonna injure himself more than you.
Right, I was trying to see if there's any Power Revolution mods, and there's actually a GameCube/Wii phone hacking server. This one's been archived. Okay, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of it, though.
He's still trying to cling to life, but it ain't working.
Playing his Dark Soul with life.
He's testing Von Bolt's life support system. That's all.
Years before he existed.
I feel like you could probably go for an HP capture at this rate.
That's how I finished the stream run. I went for HQ cap.
You just gotta get in there.
Gotta get in there.
We have an avenue now, at least.
The door is busted.
Oh,
just
there we go.
Almost. Just gonna bring back the train units from the OG games.
Hey, imagine that. We did kick down a door after all.
Yeah.
Sherlock Sholmes would be pleased.
Funny you should say that.
Oh boy, EA's having a sale. Let's see.
E.
Yeah, the more bases you just land things on, the better.
Card fights Vanguard still $70 on Steam.
Yeah, that's kind of rough.
Yeah.
The game's fun, but holy shit, is that expensive.
Yeah, that's...
Has the DLC come out for it yet?
It probably has at this point. I haven't checked, because I've been busy these days.
Nah.
I will say, if it ever goes on sale, jump on that shit. That's gonna be worth it.
Also, yes, your vet is right. Welcome to the future. Mortal Kombat's gonna be $70 on Switch. It's gonna be the same game.
You know, I remember back in the day where games cost $50.
Yeah.
I never bought
40.
many games, so
There's a time where there's some PS2 games that cost
Things have just
40.
inflated over time.
Yeah,
especially development budgets.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a weird period of time where like the Saturn games were like there were games in the 90s that had ridiculous price tags.
Earthbound.
Yes.
Like yeah,
Super Mario RPG.
Games also used to go for 70s well back in like Super Nintendo, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, certain games could be like ridiculous even back then. If anything, at least it's standardized, I guess. It's not great, but you know, it's just what can you do?
It costs even more if you have the FX chip. Or special chip.
Yeah, imagine paying like $70 for something that's like arguably worse.
Yeah.
Rough.
Oh, this
Just even like.
Come on, Kanbei.
Show you my strength.
There's this guy called Happy Console Gamer. He talked about one of the worst games, or arguably the worst games I've ever played. It was back in like Genesis or Super Nintendo. It was called Dynamite Ducks, and it cost him like $70 to play, so it was like completely worthless. Yeah, that shit sounds so. It's just such a scummy practice. I guess it could be worse. It could be like Action 52.
Cheetah Man, yeah.
Cheetah Man.
Been some time since I heard of that.
Cheetah Man in Advanced Wars CO. Oh, I completely turned off the animations at this point.
The map is chunky.
Yeah, this is. Ooh. This went about as long as I expected it to.
We got one base and an airport left.
What's your next move, Sturm? Your move.
Surrender.
Yeah, the AI will never do that, unfortunately.
I gotta wonder how many games actually have enemies that surrender midway through.
Not many. Even in Yu-Gi-Oh, they'll fight to tooth and nail.
Yeah, there's technically a surrender option, but you have to like in Duels of the Roses, but you have to like box them in, so it technically doesn't count. They can't do anything. Oh, 14 left.
I've got a hot dog on my hand. That's boom.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Damn, no pasta.
No! So close! I was so close!
Oida Sturm!
I overestimated the strength of these worms. I had the superior army, the superior strategies.
And you have the superior CO power, too.
Apparently, he can't account for 3v1, though.
And the superior voice.
My dream of world conquest.
My dreams of world conquest!
So posh.
I
so
vow
handy.
to rebuild and return. When that time comes, I will challenge you worms yet again. And I will not lose.
Sucks to suck.
Sucks to suck.
Here's the important question, though.
Oh, nice, we get this. This is unfathomably
That's
best.
it! Now's our chance!
Bomb in the hell!
Yeah, let's go. Oh,
let's fucking
that's not good.
By my calculation, you've left enough of an opening that reinforcements should arrive in about...
You are trying my patience.
Pulls out a gun.
I heard some doors needed busting.
Oh shit!
Hey, that's Sturm!
Lamau.
Nothing personal, kid.
Hologram?
Meathead Max.
Guess he got away.
Where's your hair, Andy?
Debated.
The heroes in Sonya. I'm kidding.
Loft just shows up.
Orange Star wins the day again.
Sonya, daughter.
That's
So
right.
good.
That's right, father. I am your daughter.
Oh, Sonya.
What's a hologram?
Musamea Medica.
Now, Father, stop. Don't you dare start crying, or else I'll start.
Kanbei tiered.
Kanbei aired. Upgrade Kanbei tiered.
Tier element.
Your father's a bit silly at times, but he'll
You have a
always
mother?
be there for you when you need him.
You look just like her, Sonya. You really do. Oh, man.
Oh man, did we win? It was time.
Oh man.
I love that moment though. It was so cute. Kanbei had a what? Where do you think Sonya came from?
Clones.
They
Metachlorians.
had a wife that died?
It was Metachlorians made by Dark Place.
It looks like he won the storm, or should I say the Sturm?
Oh, Drake.
Oh, Drake. Drake was really good. I wasn't expecting it to be that hog.
Reevaluation.
What do you mean? He was already here.
Fucking Max. Reevaluation of my assessment of him from the first LP. Yeah, he was really good in this vision.
Hell yeah.
The constant stream of medium tanks helped a lot.
The white man.
Thanks for humoring me, Ray.
You're welcome, Ron.
He's so cool.
Don't ever ask me that again. Because I will just use Eco next time.
Yeah. Lightning strike.
Ray just takes a page from Harada. Don't ask me for shit.
Never ask her for anything ever again.
Alright.
Yeah! The
Drake
Drake
is the hero.
Great victory
man,
thing.
Lenho!
We get
B for boat.
B for boat.
B for bad. What the
I can
fuck?
play this. I can play this map again with an ideal team. That ending was A+, dude. That was really good.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
that's
ending,
great.
the ending cutscene is highly based. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
So good.
How does Sonya not recognize a hologram when she deployed one on Andy?
There's a solid hologram.
That's what makes it a hologram.
Storm's villainous schemes were thwarted, and all Cosmo Land was at peace. But peace is a fragile thing. Stay vigilant. Until next time.
Which is also now.
There you go. Here's how we did for the overall
Tank
AW1
oops.
Tank
Advance first
oops!
one. S rank.
Oh, this is good. This was really cool. This is gonna be really hype for Advance Wars 2's campaign because this was really good.
It is pretty good, yeah.
Question is, was it worth the wait?
Oh, for me, absolutely. This was absolutely worth the 1 year wait. Like, I'm a big Advance Wars mark, so like this remake already just like hits so many more notes than it would typically would for like other people who are like casual fans of the series. But for me, I'm just like, yeah, inject this into my bloodstream right the hell now. I'll take it in doses. in many doses. I'll get drunk later, maybe. I don't care.
You would have marked out if it came out now or if it came out when it was originally supposed to be out.
Yes, actually, absolutely. I would have marked out all the same. Just either time, it would have been the best. I really just do like how they handle a lot of the stuff here, just from the compared to the original.
The timing for it worked out really good for you, though.
It sure did. Oh, excuse me. This was a fantastic birthday gift, so thank you, wait for it, for the advanced gift. This was a really nice thing to end.
Look at all these S ranks.
I see what you did there.
I do like they have these alternate camera views for each map that they play through. In time, I really like seeing answers like this because you never see the maps like this. You always see them straight on, so just having them be in different maps is cool.
Yo, how do we not have something to give us camera control? That would
honestly,
be fantastic.
It literally looks like a warboard.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Camera control.
Very cool. Camera control. Look at Ray, did you do any of these maps on screen again?
I did every A rank since that I started the stream. I've done off screen to do get an S rank.
That's my man.
So yeah, that means I have to do this again. I'm doing this again.
So I do not have to shout A rank again.
No, you'll have to shout it for next time.
Okay.
You can shout A rank or rank, I guess.
Rank.
Vote.
Let's just hope this isn't SRW's logic and S plus B equals A.
Super Famicom collect. Oh, get in!
Yeah, nice.
Get in!
Oh, this is so charming and cool.
Oh, is Matt both known for the Shantae games? Yeah. That's who he is.
The intro to the Famicom Wars original. Oh, that's really, really good. You can tell these guys care. You can tell they care.
Hey,
this game's so good.
Hey, Nintendo, let more companies do stuff like this.
It's a shame that there's still a lot of rough edges they have to patch in, but when they do, if they do, I hope they do. Oh! It's going really cool.
Natty Big.
Big Four is just a really talented company. And the people behind it, of course.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Oh, we're just gonna go back to the old shitty translations of credits names back in the day. Fucking Super Castlevania. No, it was Castlevania 1 I was thinking of.
This is really nice. I'm just gonna keep saying it, dude. This remake was made for me. Like, it was made for me specifically, but like, you're just like, even the casual fan, like, the $60 price tag maybe would be a bit much, but it's definitely worth it for me.
I mean, you are getting 2 games too.
Yeah.
Maybe get a discount if you're unsure at the moment.
Oh yeah, if this game ever went on sale, which, well, amount of Nintendo games going on sale, but oof.
Can't you do that ticket thing that they have for, like, you get the 2 tickets and it, like, you get the stuff for cheaper price or whatever?
Sean Shiplock, Aaron Hansen. Who are these people?
Who are these people?
Yeah, damn. Like, the price tag system. Yeah. Right? The price tag might just be the worst part about this game, in all honesty.
Well, it's like I said before, the prices are just going up on modern games.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that.
No end in sight.
And to be fair, like, the game's presentation and everything fully warrants, I feel like, you know, what we got out of it.
Yeah.
It's a very solid, charming classics.
Yeah, guys, this game, I've only just done half of it. I'm already highly recommending this. If you're like casually into Advance Wars, at like minimum. But like if you're always just want to like get into the type of wars, please play this. Or you can just play the original still, like emulate them because those still are still pog to hell.
You know the originals aren't coming to Switch Online anytime soon. They don't want to cannibalize the sales on this.
Yeah, I know.
But the question is, will both these games together outrank Days of Ruin? It's the best.
Ooh, that's gonna be real hard, man. This game, the second half of this campaign is gonna have to stick the landing hard if it's gonna surpass Days of Ruin.
True.
But we have that little ending scene again in this AW2 campaign like we did with this one. It's looking pretty dire for Days of Ruin, I'm gonna say.
And we're gonna see Hawk use Black Storm in a cutscene.
If we get that, then yeah, this game will have surpassed Days of Ruin.
Oh, baby.
That's my favorite Advance Wars.
Let's go.
It's possible that might happen.
Shrank!
Rank. It's classic SRW ranks. S plus A equals S.
Yeah. Enjoy that plus 10 to your hit innovation, everybody.
But wait, there's more.
But wait.
I will. Wow!
Cosmo
Wow.
Hey there!
Cosmo Town. Wow. That ain't Andy. Who is this guy?
Oh, nice.
Whatever.
New music, you say?
Oh, I changed to Advance Wars 2's title V or main menu.
Let's fucking
Nice.
go. That's such a cool touch.
Sweet.
Yeah, and now we'll like randomly switch between them,
That's cool.
That's cool. I dig it.
which is neat. I enjoy.
I believe there is one more thing to do in this game, though, if I have that correct.
You going to buy the challenge campaign?
Do we get a nice remix to the Advance Wars 2 like map screen whenever you're like picking the locations?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Oh.
Also, yeah, you might want to hit up Patchy's shop, actually. Yeah, there's some cool stuff you can buy.
I would imagine.
Next year, it looks like the Orange Star University taught Sturm a lesson, didn't they? Yeah. Doesn't know.
Buy something!
CEO dossier, all colors. It costs what?
We cost
Lamau.
Nice.
Better make sure you have at least 1 point then.
Aww. It's on the house.
Best face.
Oh yeah.
What a cool guy.
You gotta get those alt colors. You know you gotta.
I'll do it next time.
Nah, not enough cash.
Can't afford it. No.
Not enough cash, strange.
Time to play some more War Room.
Yeah.
Get more coins.
Clone. Clone.
What a plot point.
What a plot point. You've been Sturm with the Black Hole Army. Now you're ready to find out what happens next. Your answer was 2, Black Hole Rising.
Oh, I'm disappointed that the shutter didn't look raise.
Look, there they are.
Lagoon Squad is here.
The Goonies.
I see 2 cool people and 2 goons. And Sturm.
But there's still one more thing to do in this campaign.
There's the second save file for the Strictly for Challenge, the campaign.
Oh.
So many.
So it is. Yeah. So you have to do all the rest to get rivals. It's true.
Jade over here yucking it up. So we can fight Drake 6 more times.
Hell yeah.
So,
Hey man, he put the final vote of Sturm. I'd be terrified.
That's fine. This is just more for me to play.
I mean, yeah. There's a lot in there.
More gam.
Especially Olaf's Sea Strike, which now doesn't require like a bullshit condition to unlock, which is kind of nice.
Are you gonna do these ones off screen and just skip the rivals, or?
I might just do these off screen and pop back into rivals before we start AW2.
Okay.
Mate, seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah, those last 2 maps though.
Depends on depending if I'm on it good enough, when I may just like stream these alone on Wednesday or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Fine too. Right then. Woo! 3.5 hours. More than 3.5 hours.
You know what? Let's look at the intro to the next one too before we go.
Yeah.
He was pumped for next time.
Upon the once peaceful continents of Macroland, the Black Hole armies against its iron grip domination.
Hawk, come forth.
Yes, Lord Sturm.
Lord Sturm.
Oh! Voice is great too.
I believe Hawk is voiced by Paul Rudd.
Yes.
Lemon with a lava.
Yes, my lord.
He voiced Beelzebub in Grand Theft.
Oh. Huh. Oh, he's apparently a.
They're all separate things, Jade. Waros World is the world. Cosmoland and Macroland are different, like, continents.
Cosmoland is the AW1 section, Macroland is the AW2 section, and Omegaland is the DS section.
If it's actually him.
Very important world building.
Very
He apparently
important.
did Ant-Man.
Nice.
No, different name, Matt.
Oh.
Oh. I am completely wrong. Let me just look it up. It was TBF Earth.
I just want to know how Cosmoland,
It-
Macroland, and Omegaland are situated on the planet.
It's Aiden Rudd.
Oh, okay.
Never, my lord.
Never.
Oh, I'm so ready for Hawk, dude! You have no idea!
His voice is so good.
I am
too.
so ready for Hawk!
I'm ready for Lash.
I'm ready for all of them.
There it is. Oh, there it is. Just low-key right now.
Oh, this music.
Crank it up!
Oh,
Let's
here we
go.
See us. Andy, Max, thanks for coming so quickly. You're not gonna believe this, but the Black Hole Army's back.
What?
I can kind of believe it.
You gotta be kidding! Didn't they
You
learn
gotta
that
be
lesson the
kidding.
last time?
Yeah, they use some after school tutoring and then I'd be facing the full line of the Orange Star. I'm like, that's not just a lesson.
Here's Hawk. Oh, is he done? Oh shit, he did Lysandra and Pokemon Evolutions.
Oh.
Really?
Wee wee.
You twerp.
You want to
Andy
comment?
needs to go back to school.
I do so.
The same people don't know anything, don't know nothing.
All right, knock it off, you two.
Sony has to play babysitter. Or Sammy, not Sammy. Oh boy.
Next is James. The three of these guys are just Team Rocket. He leaves me out.
We'll show the old buckethead where to stuff his tubes.
Whoa.
Well,
It's
yeah.
Wait a
just
second,
worse
Andy.
fun, you know?
Andy!
Yeah.
I've decided that the transgressions are a part of them.
That's kind of funny. It's kind of funny that that thought line as well, considering of rivals.
on!
More field training. Just in case you needed it from the first game as well. It's the same.
Or in case you jumped straight into 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soon, AW2. Soon. I will be back for you.
Right then.
The time will come.
Why doesn't Flag, the biggest CEO, just eat the other CEOs?
After all. He is a cannibal after all.
He's a little bit of a slow.
Black pose to assert dominance.
Oh.
It's yours! Go and take a bath!
Oh, take a bath?
Alright, Hachi. Whatever you say.
Hachi knows how much of a struggle the last map was. He's just concerned for our safety.
Alright,
so that's the first battle. The upgrade comes in. They're 100% of the AW1 campaign.
and then I guess gold medals challenge campaign.
The Master of Faster. Meteor Sturm.
Meteor Sturm. Meteor
He's
Black
so
Dragon Sturm.
tall.
It's the AW1 pilot screen remade.
Oh, nice.
A little off in the background, it's just like, are you a cursed orange star?
Ejected from his plane.
And the normal campaign victory screen for AW1. Having a good time.
I did do this at least.
Those nerds.
Well, okay, good night.
Guys! Oh, damn. Oh, this is really good, guys. This is a good birthday gift, thank you. I'm pumped for more Advance Wars next week. You have no idea. Pumped!
Yeah, you know it. Now then. Ooh.
Good night, Cal.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
I got a long day tomorrow. I'll see you next time. But yeah, happy birthday. Until next time.
Peace.
Farewell.
Happy birthday. Good night, everyone.
Night, Kris.
Good night, Kris. You sleep well too.
Bye.